Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth so flat, plain, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight. With this line, Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah.
The lackadaisical loser, Larry Scott, Fantasist Geodesist, 20 January 2021.
Your instrument, your laser level, measures from gravity. It doesn't try to look out to across the water.
Measures from gravity? You mean space-time curvature? Where's that at? And you do understand that space and time are mere concepts. Combining them's not going to help you. You're just going to get the space-time concept. You can't measure from, dilate, bend, or warp non-physical concepts, fantasy boy. It's a reification fallacy.
It measures from gravity, as does every other instrument, carpenter level, geodetic theodolite.
Really? So if I ask a carpenter where he measured level from, he'd say, space-time curvature? If so... Or does he measure from his station in life? Like, maybe he can measure from freedom, or perhaps poverty. I know, let's have a measure level from taxation without representation, with a truancy chaser. Clown!
Well, it's great to be back at the university here. Thank you very much, QE. Nice intro there.
Hello. Absolutely. 100%.
Thank you. Well, it is, isn't it? It's like a university, isn't it? Yeah. Come on. And you're the lecturer, the professor.
It's a lot cheaper.
It is. And we're getting a lot more concise and precise information, aren't we? That's the thing, you see. Yeah.
That's correct. 100%.
Yeah, and thanks for the warm welcome, Brian.
Absolutely. Sorry. What were you saying, Jim?
So I was just saying thanks for the warm welcome earlier on, okay? Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah. Because it was in the middle of the intro, that was the thing, you see. So I didn't say anything. And then, yeah, responding now. Cool, you got a lot of F-bombs coming my way. What's going on there? Why the hostility? Yeah, now.
That's what we get all the time. When we are talking constantly every day, that's what we get all the time.
Yeah,
Wow.
if you could personify exclamation points, it would be quantum eraser.
All right, I get it. Yeah. Well, I can give as good as I get, so look out and stand by. I beg to differ, Curie. I beg to differ. Don't do that. Don't go down
Now
that road.
I've proven
Yeah.
that I can hang. I don't need to prove anymore.
Yeah. Flat Earth terminology. That's a flat Earth methodology right there. Yeah. Yeah.
There's always a target-rich environment out there on Discord somewhere.
Is there a reason why YouTube couldn't hear you? I'll go check.
Yeah, check Flatsy because
Uh-oh, watch out now. Okay, now they're hearing me, right? But it's going to be train wreck time with you guys. This, you know what? Just shut up for a second in Discord. They did have an OBS update today, and I did update. So something must have gone.
Yeah, it's just you, QE. Can't hear you.
Yeah, they can hear me
You can
now.
hear all of us. Okay, good.
Just relax in Discord. That means shut up. Yeah, all good, QB. Yeah, yep. For some strange reason, it changed. This, I'll tell you what, this OBS and YouTube's having a problem now too, because I'm having to refresh YouTube Studio because it's not giving me the go live. This is the second week in a row it's done that. So there's some incompatibilities going on. So 1 second, Discord. So what's going to happen here? Jeez. Pull this over. What's going to happen here is I think Discord is going to sound tragic inside YouTube. So just one person, Flatsy. Just speak a sentence. Go.
It is very nice to be here today with all of you. There you go.
Okay, now everyone else shut up. Out there in friggin' YouTube land, give me a radio check on how Flatsy sounds. I know there's a delay, just relax for a second. doing live anymore is like throwing an abacus in a washing machine. I mean, what in the heck is going on? I think it's a YouTube OBS thing. That's what I'm thinking. Something's happening here.
It's like throwing a boomerang and it doesn't come back.
All right, Grim God said Flatsy sounded fine, so I guess we're good. Shocking that it worked. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So they didn't hear anything. Shut up. They didn't hear anything from me in the beginning. They didn't hear anything whatsoever. So I can deny everything I said in the beginning.
And we couldn't prove it.
So everything seems to be working well. Okay. Stay tuned next week when we don't have video. Ass clowns.
There's two or three witnesses right here, so we could just say you said something outlandish and agree on it.
Well, no, we have it shown as in the Discord that he's there and his light is coming on, and we're responding to someone, and he's the only person that in there that's not us three, so it's definitely him.
Okay, all right. So let's start over again. And we're off. As usual, like the switch. Shut the fuck up. I'm starting over again. And we're off. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's head on over to the Discord and greet those crayon munchers.
He's talking to you, Flatsy.
He's talking to you.
Yeah, how you doing?
He ain't talking to me.
Jen's there. Hey, hello. Yeah, that's one. Oh, brother. All right.
So tell us about this Discord this morning that you came across, this show.
Oh, yeah, I came across the show. You said there was a target-rich environment. Yeah, I'm just screwing around. I look over my recommendeds, and I see From the Thinking Atheist, right? That's the channel name. You want to talk about a contradiction in terms, right?
Yes.
Did you ever see that channel before, The Thinking Atheist?
No.
Yeah, there's a channel with The Thinking Atheist, and just by pure coincidence, and I guess that's why they populated my stream, I don't know, they have this daft cow that just wrote a book on, it has Flat Earth written on it, so that caught my eye. So I guess she's written a Flat Earth book in derision. I think she grew up in a Christian family, and her mother and father were flat earthers. So that caught me by surprise, because I think she's somewhere around 40 years old, and they started pushing this on her when she was a child. See, now that's pretty surprising. You follow? You're talking what?
Yeah, but
35 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not that surprising, because the likes of Charles K. Johnson in America, for instance, was around back in the 70s.
Yeah.
On
that's
through
right.
to the year 2000. Yeah, 2000.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, oh yeah, just saying, like, from that era, like, and he had a lot of Christians, because he was a Christian, a devout Christian. He had a lot of Christians that were like thousands that were subscribed to his mail letter or whatever. So I wouldn't be too surprised about that.
Well,
Go on, Jen, sorry.
That would be Charles Johnson from the Flat Earth Research Society. Really good organization, by the way. It was good. He was good.
That's amazing. Thanks for that evaluation.
Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So, friggin', that's still, but I'm gonna have to watch it the full way through. We might do a treatment on it. It depends on how stupid it is. But, coming from the Thinking Atheist, I mean, we're in rarefied territory here. So I just want to do it just for GP, general purpose. Just to expose this.
Well,
Go ahead.
anyone with a channel called The Thinking Atheist is going to have a major problem with anything biblical and anything flat earth.
No, it's going to have it's going to have a major problem with thinking, Brian.
Yeah. We already established that.
Boy, how does it feel being a religion you can't even define the monkey? That's going to be my first question to them. I can't believe there's atheists still out there. It's in the year of our Lord 2026 and you're an atheist? My God, what are you eating? Paint chips from the 70s? I mean, you got to be a dumbass cracker at this point in time. Unbelievable. I just ran across a couple citations that I had. I was just perusing through. Where did I find that at? That's going to be the next question. My word. Should have had some semblance of setting this up if I kind of wanted to do this. Let's see. Here. Well, you got the three numpty pillars of atheism. Something can come from nothing naturally. Number 2, ink, paper, and glue molecules can author technical instruction manuals and blueprints. And number 3, they directly violate the laws of thermodynamics, quantum mechanics, and common sense. And of course, they're all about the science, right? And then you have Werner Heisenberg, pioneer of quantum mechanics, Nobel laureate. The first gulp from the glass of natural science will turn you into an atheist. But at the bottom of the glass, God is waiting for you. Why would he say that? Yeah, what the heck is going on, right?
Why would a highly educated and extremely intelligent person say that? I don't know.
Not the only one. It was Max Planck had some poignant words to. I think I brought that up or posted it somewhere a couple weeks ago. Don't ask me where that is.
Is that over the university door? That one, is it? It's a little bit overshadowed by Werner Heisenberg. Heisenberg's statement.
Let's go find it anyway. I can search for it. Planck might take. Gonna get a lot here. Oh God.
So my options. Sorry.
So my options are. Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, there it is. Oh, good luck finding it in this. See what Max Planck had to say. We're posting it. On our server, might have been, I can't remember exactly where I posted it at. I'll find it for you, folks. He wrote a letter when he received, there it is. Max Planck acceptance speech 1918 is acceptance speech for the Nobel Prize in Physics. Max Planck, as a man who has devoted his whole life to the most clear-headed science, to the study of matter, I can tell you as a result of my research about atoms this much. All matter originates and exists by virtue of a force which brings the particle of an atom to a vibration and holds this minute solar system of the atom together. We'll get back to that in a second. Don't worry about it. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. Max Planck. So don't get all hyped up about his solar system. They didn't really know too much of it back then. He probably should have put a cork in it with that, but he didn't. That's not my message, though. These guys were all well aware of the Creator. And these were top of the hill. You're talking Max Planck and Werner Heisenberg? Where's the delineation between science and faith there? I'm not seeing it. Why is that? Idiots. Go ahead, Brian. You want to say something?
And isn't there another quote from someone, or maybe it's from another? I vaguely remember something about over the door of this university, something to do with God, something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what
they get overshadowed by Werner Heisenberg's statement, because that is so easy to relate. I said that to some people, and they were blown away by it.
I memorized it. I could say it, but I don't want to paraphrase him, so I'm going to try to find it. Couldn't find it in here. I know exactly where it. Oh, my mouse doesn't want to work now. Exactly where that monkey is. Where are you? Coming. Second, folks. Gonna be here.
Maybe Flatsy can keep us entertained with one of her jokes.
I found it. Shut up. Max Planck, Where is Science Going? In 1932 says, anybody who has been seriously engaged in scientific work of any kind realizes that over the entrance to the gates of the Temple of Science are written the words, ye must have faith. It is a quality which the scientist cannot dispense with. End of citation. Where's that delineation there with science and faith? Looks like Max Planck kind of combined them as a necessary antecedent, consequent relationship. You glue sniffing idiot baltards and pretender clown flat earthers. Yeah, I'm classifying you all together in the same group. Because it's hard to differentiate them now.
Man, Grim found it before you did. That's so funny.
Grim.
Yeah, in your YouTube chat and in QE live chat on Discord, he already had the quote pulled up before you found it in your notes.
Notes.
He must have access to his notes.
Notes.
Well, he's just been paying attention to QE over the years, clearly. Or maybe he found it on his own. But I'd say that it's more likely that it's been because he's paid attention to your presentations.
Notes. D.
Notes.
R.
It's good.
So the options are, we can either listen to Werner Heisenberg and Max Planck, or we can listen to Carl Sagan and any other random idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your choices. Jeez. Now, where did I found one that was pretty funny. It was quite poignant too. Is it in here? Should have went to this one first. I think it is. It was a chemist, and he was talking about atheism. It was hardcore, man. Now the next question.
Adam Meakin?
No, he's not not a chemist. This guy was a pure chemist.
Well, we would call Adam a chemist here. We would call Adam a chemist, not a pharmacist.
Well, you would, because you're in Ireland. Where did that go? It happened with Evo darts, that's for sure. 1 second, folks. I can't remember his name, so I can't search for it. It just popped up into my reality the other day. Go. Can't be that one. I think I'm going to be able to find it.
It was right at the top, so that ain't gonna be it. Might be this one. Yeah, this is real exciting. We'll get to the show here in a second. This is gonna drive me up a friggin' wall.
This is about as exciting as it gets.
It is. This is pretty exciting.
Anyone worth their salt are always excited when you pull up your presentations.
We're already 50. I'll probably end the show and I'll find, it'll just pop up. Friggin' I hate that. What could I do? How could I? Okay, I'm not going through because I'm on page 3 already. Friggin' punk ass. Be there. Let me pull it up anyway. No, it wouldn't be there. One more look through page 1 to see if I can find it, and then we'll move on.
What are you looking for?
Shut up.
I can maybe help.
Right at the top of the page, I ran into a chemist citation that was talking about atheism. And he didn't have all that good to say about it. I can tell you that. Let me try. Try this. I think I remember a key word. Oh, nope. Not seeing it. Nope. Well, that keyword didn't help out. Sorry.
I'd say that did not narrow it down at all.
No, it made it worse. They're not seeing that out there. I don't have this up on the screen. I could get fancy. Hold on a second. Let me try one more. Just one more, folks, and then we'll get to Professor Plumbomb. I'll do it by proxy. Because I don't know the chemist's name, however, would be... All right, last try. Paste. Go.
Talk about narrowing it down. That one did.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to get screwed. Okay,
Well, we know now that idiot would never, ever narrow down your search.
Yeah, this is that same presentation. I thought it might be here, but guess what? It's not. So after the show, I'll be screwing around. It'll pull right up. Frick Murphy. I'll tell you what, if you ever catch that son of a bitch, trap him and then message me because I'm coming by. I'm going to pull an office space on his dumbass. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Okay. Yep, can't find it. Whenever I do, I'll let you know. Alrighty then.
Okay,
Here we go. Not going to start just yet. Let me give you an intro, just in case you forgot from the last two shows. This gentleman is, what's his name? I can't remember. One second.
Did
They state it?
Dr. Matthew
Jelovic. Or Jelavic. That's who he is. He's a professor of physics. He's also got a degree in engineering. And he was put in the middle of Big Globe Dave and Angels. And he's, now, we already stated that he seems like a good guy. He's a ball-tard, but he's a good guy. He doesn't know what natural science is or engineering. Shocking surprise. But he's willing to go ahead and think through some of the things that they're talking about. However, because Dave and Angels don't sit down, just don't drop anchor on a specific topic. All they do is gish gallop. This whole time, he can't find his footing. So you can tell he's kind of new to the subject. He might have heard of it. But they just overwhelm him with their stupidity. And that's the way it's been going for the last hour and 30 minutes. And I can't even remember the last thing he talked about. Let's go back. Let's pull. Let's go right here. I pulled a few fivers, and then we'll start from here. Is everyone ready? Yep. Here we go.
Appears the same size as the moon.
And the Earth and the Sun is, did you say 400 times further away?
400 times bigger and further, yep.
Oh, that's coincidental.
Very good.
Yeah. Just wait till I tell you how the moon formed in your model. Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
And what model? They don't have a model. Why are you giving them a model?
How can I say this for 10 friggin' years and people not catch on to this?
and just rub their nose in it, but now we got flat earthers,
alleged flat earthers. Well, I'll just give you your model. Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what a model is.
You don't know what a model is. He doesn't have a model. He doesn't know what a scientific model is, and neither do you. Jeez.
I just ran the diameter and the it's 400. Yeah, it's basically 400 times bigger and 400 times further away.
And somehow they magically line up for solar eclipses on a repeating cycle every 18 years.
That's quite the coincidence, isn't it?
Welcome to Flat Earth.
Or Matthew, maybe they...
Welcome to Flat Earth. Is that a Flat Earth measurement?
I guess so. Yeah.
Just are the same size.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Wait a minute, but they optically, visually, they are the same size. That's why we have eclipses.
And maybe
that's why we have. I was going to say calypsis.
Hey, I think that you gotta do the mute thing with YouTube because it's echoing over there. When I don't know, something's echoing.
Is it echoing? I don't know what to mute.
Let me just go back and listen.
All right. Did someone fake a post from you in Discord? Probably. They're saying I'm echoing. I'll play a little bit more, Kim, since I know you're out there. I'll play a little bit more and then see what the deal is. You tell me.
Let's get this guy.
We'll just go for like 10 seconds.
maybe they are the same size and the same distance. You know, when we zoom in on the moon and bring it into focus, we can zoom past the moon out of focus. We can zoom before the moon out of focus, on the moon in focus, and then we can shift to a planet or the sun, and they're in focus also without.
That should be good enough.
Sounds just like it's you, Kiwi, not anyone else, not the video, just you.
Okay, I just played the video. So they're saying that I'm echoing now. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, just you, not the video, not any of us, just you.
Jesus.
Where is banana, you dumbass cracker?
Let's turn it down a little bit.
It's only when you're pausing the video and talking. So whatever connection you have to the video that usually gets us hearing an echo, from you being unmuted. That's what's going on.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Just
the way it is.
Head out there
for the next few minutes, Flatsy, and listen to the video, and then
10-4.
remarks, yeah, and then come back in.
Fucking thing. All right. Let's get back on this. Here we go.
Without changing the focus. They're all at the same focal length.
Well, God does not play dice with the universe. Nothing is random. So 400, that's an interesting number. So that's why they appear the same in the sky.
Okay, Matthew, check this out. If you think that's a coincidence.
It is a coincidence, but yeah, okay.
The curvature rate of your globe is 8 inches per mile squared, or 0.666 feet per mile squared. The tilt of the Earth is 23.4 degrees, or 66.6 degrees, when taken from a right angle. The diameter of the moon is 2,160, or 6 times 6 times 60. The circumference of the Earth in nautical miles is 21,600, 6 times 6 times 600. Now, I don't know how many more sixes you want, but I can keep going if you want, but that's a lot of sixes.
Pause.
Are you? Yeah, I was going to.
Are you implying something?
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, he's implying, he's having a misunderstanding there. A lot of the numbers he's talking about there are all based around 9, and they're based around geometry, because all the geometry is based around 9. You know, anything to do with what they would call Euclidean, which is not. It's purported Euclidean, but Euclid, but he detailed it. It's all based around 9. Everything comes back to 9. That's what it's. So when they're coming up at 666 here, 666 there, a lot of that, maybe not every part of it, but a lot of that is down to that's within like the 23.4 degree tilt. Yeah, and there's what's left over is 666 or whatever. 2 and 3, right, is 5, and 4 is 9. 6 and 6 and 6 is 1 is 18, 1 and 8 is 9. It all comes back to 9. So they have a misunderstanding of this. A lot of the flat earth conspiracy people out there have jumped on things like this and use it as if it's some proof that the devil is somehow involved. And it's like, well, actually, that's just the geometry of the situation, as opposed to it being directly the devil.
Well, thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Flatsy.
Yeah, it's just your microphone. Something's going on with it. It's echoing. Do you have something going, like audio-wise?
Nope.
Like alongside you, or is it
Nope.
just quiet around you?
No.
Just you?
Nope.
You could try unhooking your mic and rehooking it.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
All right.
It's
Something going on with the OBS train wreck.
So
they have to get used to me echoing.
Here we go.
Are we talking number of the beast stuff?
It's just weird.
You can also win your share of $50,000 by scanning this QR code. We're going to give 50 people that do $1,000.
It's just weird. The whole helio-satanic model is filled with sixes.
All right, let's stick to Newtonian mechanics.
They don't have a model.
There is no model.
Here we go again
with this model crap.
I guess
the glue-sniffing globetards have been saying model for so long, you just accept it and then grant it to them. You're just making an asshat out of yourself by saying that term.
Mechanics, but okay.
Let's shift slightly.
I want to.
Let's stiff slightly. What?
Go.
Yeah, sorry. What they're actually doing is making life harder on themselves. By every time you give them something that isn't real, like a model or gravity or any of these things, you're making life harder on yourself. It's like digging a hole while giving someone else a shovel to throw the dirt that you're pulling out of the hole back into the hole. Makes no sense.
Thanks.
I want to talk about stars and the sun, the size, for just 1 second.
I agree.
Jeez, oh man, he's continuing with the gish gallop. The guy's trying to have him, just settle into one thing. But nope, not Dave. Well, I just got two more things. I need two more things. I need just two more things.
Big Globe Dave, you're a dumbass.
Pause.
I agree, and that's
what?
Sorry, that's down to Dave having a lack of confidence in what he's putting forth. He needs to put forth 4 things in the hope that one of them might have some validity, instead of realizing that all 4 of them may have validity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, that's some things you say are just they're just out there, right? But that's a very good point. Very good point.
Thank you.
I hadn't thought about that. There's a reason why he's doing it. I just think he's ADHD. That's what I thought. But we're trying to divine his motives. I'm not into that, but it's a very interesting point.
Well, he isn't called Big Ball Dave for nothing. He's called Big Ball Dave because when he was put on the spot.
No.
Big Globe Dave.
Thank you.
Sorry?
I said thank you.
All right.
No, I said thank you for getting it right. Big Globe Dave.
Yeah, sorry. Now we understand. Right. But yeah, why is he calling that? Why do we call him that as a joke? Because when he was put on the spot, he said it might be a really big ball or a really big globe. It's like that's the sign of someone who doesn't have confidence in what they're saying.
Yep. It's a good point. Yep, that's what he said to Jesse Lee Peterson. That's exactly what he told. That's why we named him Big Globe Dave. What's happening, says who?
This
says who? What's happening, man?
Hello. I'm not at the ready. I'm listening, but I apologize for not answering right away.
Are you gonna exit before the end of the show?
I will try not to, but it may happen.
If it does, then
I'll message you later. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to answer QE immediately. Don't make him think that you do. My goodness.
Hey, Brian, can you mute her?
Yeah, she needs to be muted because we're on a live show here. So if QE is speaking to you, you gotta at least try to answer him.
Yeah. Brian, shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Flatsy.
That's what I'm here for.
Fine, and we can definitely continue there, but there are portions of this that I still think need to be addressed. Well, we have both of you here, ones with which we discussed in our first discussion, Dave, which has to do still with, as you guys are moving into space, but simply just talking about these large planetary objects out there. But I would like to focus a bit on, as you said, the current paradigm and who's giving that information. Obviously, Angel, you're citing NASA, where a lot of these numbers are coming from. And I would like to take this chance to give an understanding of if the flat Earth model is the correct model, or
here we go again. Now we got this monkey saying the same damn thing. If the flat Earth model is there is no flat Earth model. There never was. There is no globe Earth model. There never was. If people think that they have models, let's see it. First, define that monkey. And number two, let's see it. I want to see the flat Earth model and the globe Earth model. I want to see them. Let's see it. Yeah? You will never see them. You know why? Because it's like evolution. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So is there any way you can stop using that voice banana thing, or are you already off of that?
Flatsy, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Heard.
All right. I'm not off of voice meter banana. I'm on voice meter banana, Flatsy. Do we still want to continue to talk through this?
No, because I can't help you. I don't know what to do.
Well,
than the end of it. Okay? If it's echoing out there for them, then just put up with it.
Okay, Flatsy, we good? We don't have to go back and revisit this again?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
The heliocentric model is the correct model. What's going on with then launching into space, if people are in space and on the moon specifically?
Well, they talked about it earlier, especially with the gas pressure, without a container, but then they sidetracked their own point by gish galloping away. So you wanted to get them to go back there, right? Let's see if that works.
So if you guys could maybe just shift the discussion there to whether or not the astronauts have any issues physically getting to the moon.
Yeah, one big issue. Yeah, there's one big one. It's called the second law of thermodynamics. And all those astronauts are liars. That's the issue. Because you can't fly to Narnia. It's not going to happen. It's a direct violation, textbook violation of the second law of thermodynamics.
You know how I know?
Because you're breathing.
That's my proof. You're breathing, therefore there are no astronauts flying around in a friggin' space vacuum.
Good. Somebody want to say something?
Well, Jin laughed, but I'd say something. Yeah, this also involves the pre-assumption that you can go to the moon and that the moon is something you could fly to that has a geometric distance and land on. There's no evidence for any of these things.
Yeah, you mean besides the second law?
Against.
You mean besides the second law of thermodynamics violation?
Yeah, besides that. But I was going to, that's what I said. That this, just before you jumped in, or I was trying to say it as you jumped in, there's only evidence against it, referring to the second law of thermodynamics. So I wasn't subjugating your point.
Yeah, you were.
No, I'm allowed to add my own points.
Yeah,
that's right, yours.
I don't think so.
It's
my show.
of evidence, isn't it? Yeah, we have a preponderance of evidence.
Just relax with the preponderance horseshit.
It's not. We don't have the preponderance of anything. This specifically is a second law of thermodynamics violation. It's not preponderance of evidence. It's just fairy tale fuckwitville. Preponderance of evidence.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Come on, we have a preponderance of evidence against the idea of anyone going to the moon. And then the number one showstopper is obviously the second law of thermodynamics. That's the end. But if they dare to go further than that, well, there's more evidence that we have that it's not possible to them to go. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, but Jane, when you use something like a preponderance of evidence, it means that you're adding in this this precursor to the word evidence. And it comes across to anyone who's listening to it as it's like saying negative evidence or positive evidence or really strong evidence. No, it's either evidence or it's not. So adding the word
a preponderance of evidence means an accumulation. No, a preponderance of evidence is what's what I'm looking for? Accumulation of evidence against them. Their idea that it's possible to go to the moon. It's absolutely impossible. We cannot go. And here are the evidences collectively.
No evidence.
Thank you.
Evidence.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, but I've got a collection.
Well, you can have a collection, but there's only one.
The rest is redundant.
Simple. Just go to the. Hold up, Brian. You don't need to go any further. You don't need to beat the dead horse any further. In fact, if you do that, if you continue to do that after the second law, it sounds like that you're kind of making shit up and you're not committed. That's what I would think. If I was listening?
Yeah, but then if you listen to the way I deliver, the other evidences that we have, even though the number one is the second law of thermodynamics, and that should be the end of it completely, but then you get these city globers bringing in other ideas, and we shut them down. That's all I'm saying. Just shut them down using their own stupidity.
Other ideas. Against the second law.
How did they get across the cosmic ray particles, for example?
Oh,
the radiation.
God.
Or the cold welding, or the outgassing phenomena. There's
Outgassing
going on in space.
Outgassing.
Outgassing. There's no outgassing.
Well, that's where materials begin to separate and turn into gas. Aluminium does that in a vacuum.
Holy shit.
That has nothing got to do with what they're claiming, Jin. QE's point is that anything they come up with, if it's in violation of the second law of thermodynamics, which it will be, because they're arguing against you bringing up the second law of thermodynamics, is absolutely futile. Your position gets weak. Your position. Hang on 1 second. The point about the whole preponderance of evidence thing is your position becomes weaker when you start arguing with them about this other horse manure. There is nothing else to argue with them about. There is no argument. The second law of thermodynamics is very clear. It's defined, and it's based off of nature. They cannot go against that. So anything they come up with outside of, once you bring that up, and they come up with after that as some kind of a defense, is not a defense. It just shows that they won't accept the truth, or they don't understand the situation.
Yeah, well, in my position, when I talk about the preponderance, it's the other evidences that go against, and it's a collection of information that totally destroys them. It strengthens my position. It doesn't weaken it, without a doubt.
I disagree.
Kiwi,
yeah.
Are you there?
Yep.
You have a very bad echo on YouTube, just so you know.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
You can't hear anything very well, so please, maybe you can do something about it.
Maybe not.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
And people want to go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
I already heard it from
Flatsy like 10 times.
Nothing I can do about it.
Hold on a second, folks. 2, 1, 2.
I was just wondering.
What are you wondering?
You want me to go to YouTube?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to help too much, but let's try it. Go ahead and go to YouTube. So, radio check there, Flatsy 1 2 1 2. Is it still echoing? 1 2 1 2. Radio check 1 1 2 Flatsy 1 2 3 4 5. Is it still echoing? There's a delay, so give her a couple seconds. Flatsy?
No, I don't hear an echo anymore. No.
You don't hear the echo anymore? Is it better?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I guess I did fix something. It was the only thing I could think of to do it, and it did it. You guys hear me well? In Discord?
Yes.
Yep, no problem there.
We can continue.
On fake space. Let me just show this.
It's not fake space. Space is not fake flat earthers, okay? That's not what you say. When you say space is fake, you sound like a moron. Space is length, width, and height. It's a volume. Now, in the context that you're discussing it, everyone usually knows that you're speaking about outer space. But outer space isn't fake either, okay? It's not an argument. It's not a point. You sound like a moron. So what you do say for the past, I don't know how long I've been saying this, is that the vacuum of space is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics. Period. That's the point. Not anything that's fake. Get the fake thing out of your vernacular. You sound like idiots. Just FYI. To anyone that can fog a mirror. Yeah.
One more point for Matthew, because I think it's going to resonate well with everybody.
All right, let's give it that one more point.
Here we go. It's not going to help, Will John. It's not going to help. You got Big Globe Dave here. He's just going to do what he does stupidly.
Let's shift there because I think people are definitely going to have a chance.
The sun is 860,000 miles across. It's gigantic. If it was a mile over your head, it would look like that, right? It would.
You got to be a retard, man. What an idiot you are.
It would just fill the whole sky. Yep. Agreed? Okay, so we got the moon, we got the sun. It's a mile away. We move it 93 million miles.
Oh, boy.
Away are 8 light minutes. That's how they say
8 light minutes.
8 light minutes. Are you speaking for them, or are you just speaking out your ass? What's a light minute? And how do you measure the speed of light? How do you measure the one-way speed of light there, Big Globe Dave? I mean, for their story, granted. Why would you even bring this up? I know why. Because deep down inside, you're a fucking baller. That's why. Yep, and you've been sabotaging this flat earth from the beginning. We talked about this last week. You, Globe Dumpsters Bob, Jaron, and our current fuckwit, Witsit, who's back on the circuit again. Seems like he think he could go away for a little while, and then all his lies and double-speaking sorattery goes away, that he could just whistle past that graveyard. Yeah. They sabotaged Flat Earth. Now, I'm not saying that they sabotaged, the Flat Earth concept with everyone. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in the public eye, where Flat Earth was gaining momentum, they ripped its guts out from the inside. And you guys still entertain these idiots, by the way. I'm not saying all of you. You know what I mean. It's a clown show out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm in total agreement because, how many times were the specific people you mentioned, how many times have they been corrected on things they were saying and doing that were incorrect and wrong over the years, and they just hand-waved away when they're corrected? Instead of saying, you might have a point there, or I got that wrong, or yeah, that's not going to be a good idea, or whatever. No, they just plowed on through regardless. Why? Why would you do that? Anyone who is interested in the truth, as they all collectively claimed to be, right, would not do that. You would accept, I'm wrong there about something, or that may not be correct, or that may not be the truth. But no, they just keep going forward, pushing the same horse manure. But it is, I'm not saying they're a flat earth society, but the flat earth society, this is how they work. This is how they work, and how they worked from the beginning. This is why Charles K. Johnson, who we mentioned earlier, I don't know if the public heard that, he hated them because they bring up 4 things. 3 of them might have some validity, right? 1 or 2 of them might be very solid, and the 4th one is complete horse manure. And that's exactly what these people have done over the past decade or more. Now, that doesn't mean they're a flat earth society, but it does mean that they're the outcome of their influence is the same,
Yep. Let's name them again. Big Globe Dave, Globe Dumpsters Bob, friggin' Jaron, Ass Clown, and your boy Witsit. With an honorable mention to Patty Sphere. Those people right there have ripped the guts out of Flat Earth, publicly speaking. Yep. and everyone still entertains them. Well, not Jaron, since he left the flat Earth, went over to the Globetard. He was a Globetard ever since the beginning. I knew that. Yeah, there you go. That's who you can point to. Have fun with that.
Yep. Daylight minutes is now the size of a coin held at arm's length.
Yep.
Okay. So if I doubled the distance again, it would be half this size.
Yep.
So now it's it's twice as far. I double it again, 4 times as far. It's a quarter of that size.
Sure.
I double it again, 8 times as far. It's now.
Are you going to get to a point?
A 16th of that size, which is like a ball bearing. It's like smaller than a pencil eraser. Like the
caper-sized piece of horse shit between your ears. So sort of like that.
Half the size of a pencil eraser, right? So it's now approaching the size of a large star. So 8 times 8 is 64. We'll call that 8 times the distance, 1 light hour. If we made it 2 light hours,
everyone's following you, Dave. Everyone's right on.
Yeah,
right on. Yeah. We're all following. You fucking idiot.
If I could just just throw in something there. Dave started out with a quarter, right? With a coin, right? Now that is an actual physical, tangible object that you can hold in your hand and that you can measure the diameter of. Who has ever measured the true diameter of any celestial body?
Nobody.
No one. So, and that's where their speed of light horse maneuver. You know what I mean? That's where it's connected to. There being a supposed diameter measurement to a globe Earth and to Venus and to the sun.
Yep.
That's all directly connected at the hip to the whole speed of light thing.
Yep.
It's like, so you would need as actual measurements to ever even begin any of that. Now, Dave is starting with a quarter. That means he's doing the exact same thing, kind of in a way, as what they're doing. Except for he actually has something that is measured. But he's giving, in a way, psychologically, I'm not saying he's doing it on purpose, I don't mean it that way, but psychologically, he's giving people the impression that there is a measured diameter to some of these things. There isn't. There's no way to measure it outside of an angular size.
The speed of light is exactly 299,792,458 meters per second. But hear me out. In this video, I will prove to you that light may never actually travel at this speed. And I can say that because no one has actually measured it.
You want to know what this rate actually is?
A convention. It's known as the Einstein synchronization convention. Our inability to measure the one-way speed of light.
Fatality.
All your pseudoscientists have is the average two-way speed. But they make like and tell all their parishioners that they know the absolute value of C. They will never, ever validate the one-way speed of light. It's impossible to know. Forever illusory. Which not only reconfirms astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmology, belly laugher pseudosciences, which are based on logical fallacy, but deals a death blow.
Fatality.
To any knucklehead claims concerning they know the distance or time to anything using the speed of light. Bye-bye now, dumbass.
How about that? That does it? Is that the preponderance of evidence?
Well,
thank you. Yes, it goes towards it. Thank you. Yes,
one of the main people I've had thrown up in my face over the years concerning the whole speed of light thing. I don't have it too much now, but we used to have a guy called Fizeau. A lot of the ballers would latch onto. Now, he wasn't the originator. The originator was long before him. But Fizeau has this method, I'm not going to go into the method, of how he supposedly measured the two-way speed of light. Or he measured the claimed speed of light. They don't say two-way, but it is two-way. because he's measuring a return. Now, I could change his whole setup, not invalidate or like not change his method, just change the positions of things within his method and completely change the outcome at the end. His method, I'll be still using his method, but I'll be using it with some changes to the positions of things, and the whole calculation at the end would be different. So I didn't change anything other than, you know what I mean, the calculation in the end. It's a joke.
Yep.
I doubt you could even see it. Let's make it 24 light hours away. You can prove that it's...
Again, light, speed of light, light years. It's not a measure of time nor distance. So, but this is just bollocks.
Angular size is too small, and forget the inverse square law of how bright it would be. It would be dimmer and dimmer, but we can ignore that. At 1 light day away, you could not see the sun.
How are we seeing stars 100 light years away?
Well, they're not 100 light years away, and light years isn't a measure of distance or time. That's why.
You're not. So this is my point. I'm going to make that point exactly. You're already jumping ahead. Oh. So at 1 light day away, we could not see the sun. They tell us Polaris, that we can all see with our naked eye, is 46 times bigger than our sun. So if we put Polaris at 46 light days away, let's round it up to 2 months. Give the globe the benefit of the doubt. At 2 light months.
Why? Because you're Big Globe Dave.
Away, you could not see Polaris. Round it up to a light year, right? You could not see Polaris. But they tell us Polaris is 433 light years away, and everybody can see it with their naked eye.
Is that how far it is? 433?
Yeah, they changed it from 354 or something like that. Yeah, back in the day, it used to be 300 and some light years away, and they changed it to 433 because, you know, science is always correcting itself.
Light years.
I remember that. I remember when it was 300 and something, and it becoming 400 and something. Oh, yeah.
And again, kind of. And now, the most important star in the sky, they're saying, well, maybe it's only 333 light years away. 100 light years, okay? You can't even fathom what that is. But I just proved, giving the globe a huge leeway and benefit of the doubt, that at 2 light months away, you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like taking a school bus. Yeah, how do we see satellites? Yeah.
Oh, well, all right, satellite, that goes right into fake space. Well, we're on.
No, there's no fake space, Big Globe Dave, you dumbass. Just parroting headlines that you heard from somebody else. Somebody else said it, then you just parrot it. Fake space, fake space. Make yourself look like an idiot to your average Joe Coffee or Betty Breadmaker. That's how you do it. That's how you make Flat Earth a laughingstock. Just those little things, just the subtle things. Yeah? You glue sniffer.
Yeah, if I could just add to that. Sorry, but
no, good.
I was just going to add to it is that this is a perfect example, I think. When the guy says, so how could we see satellites, right? That's when you, like, he shouldn't be even saying that. If you have nailed down the second law of thermodynamics, and basically all the laws of thermodynamics with him, and you've held to that and conversed with him about that at length, he's not going to go, how am I seeing a satellite? There isn't going to be satellites.
Yeah.
You've already established that.
Yeah, and in the beginning, they stated that he stated, I think, that he was an expert in thermodynamics. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he say that?
I do remember him saying or implying that he had some extensive knowledge of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so why not just stick with it since he's an expert and that's, you know why? Because Dave doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, he can't have the conversation with him because he doesn't understand it.
Yep.
And that's why he won't. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yep. 10 years. You still don't understand the second law of thermodynamics. After I broke it down to to where my cat's litter box could understand it. All you would have to do is just spend a little time, researching my channel. Even back in the day, way back there, you heard me, you piece of shit. Right? Just spend a little time on it. It's not rocket surgery. You don't need to know Gibbs free energy or any of that. Right? Nope, can't do that. Space is fake, right? Fuck stick.
Track.
There you go. Okay, great.
Oh, is that where we're going?
Yeah, the guy wants to get it done with Will John. He wants to get to the absolute specifics here about this little space is fake shit.
Fake space?
Yeah, you were going to fake space and satellite.
Oh, this is all about the moon landing and stuff, right?
What moon landing?
Okay.
Wait, we landed on the moon?
Didn't happen.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's hear what is fake space? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Matthew, have you ever seen
Another example. Nobody will be speaking about a moon landing if you've already established what the laws of thermodynamics are.
Yep.
And the implications of them in relation to the claims, the heliocentric claims.
Yeah.
Do you get that? Do you see what we're talking about, Jim? Do you see why all that just goes out the window? There is no more conversation.
Yeah. I actually operate on those standards anyway. When I say to somebody, the second law of thermodynamics shuts down any idea of space travel, you can't go there. What does that mean to you? It means I understand. And that's what I tell them. But then they want to entertain silly things. And it's a good thing I understand what the experts have described as space. And I say, well, according to the experts, okay, this is the environment and your equipment can't work there. So I've got further knowledge, which I call preponderance, and slammed that with them. Only 2 days ago, I destroyed a load of them in a server. Just 2 days ago, the moon landings. All of it. Totally destroyed them.
There's a recurring theme I keep seeing as a problem when it comes to people in this topic. They don't care when you want to teach them about a topic, but they love learning about topics that can't be proven or can't be validated, hence the ether talk and all that. And then they'll turn around and talk to us and say, you're trying to shut down the conversation. No, you shut down the actual conversation about things you didn't care about. And you want to go on and act like you learned enough to talk about ether and all this stuff and be such a guru out there when in reality, you're lazy and you didn't take the time to learn anything completely before going out there and speaking about it.
Although that is a valid point, Flatsy, it's a complete red herring. And I'm going to, although it's somewhat related, it's a red herring. Jin, you said that you've told them that they can't travel through there. No, when you bring up the second law of thermodynamics. No, there is no there to travel through. It's not that you can't travel through it or travel to it. It doesn't exist. That's the point. So anything that involves it after that is moot.
Yeah.
Moot point, because
so the vacuum of space doesn't exist.
Yeah,
it can't.
Okay.
As it's claimed within heliocentrism, what they're claiming concerning, reality, the laws of thermodynamics.
Yeah, I've said that. I don't accept the universe and all that. I've said all that. So yeah, I'm okay.
But it's not about whether you accept it or not. It's just that what they're claiming can't exist. It's that simple.
It doesn't exist. That's why I don't accept it. Thank you.
Any claims regarding anything in the second law of thermodynamics violation, the moon, stars, planets, galaxies, anything, distances, anything whatsoever, is tantamount to discussing the inner workings of the mechanisms of lamps in Narnia. See how silly that is? You follow? Follow that? So it kills everything. Everything associated with the celestials in the heliocentric ball-tard spinning space monkey religion is rendered idiotic. You can't have a vacuum You can't have a vacuum in nature. Anything high vacuum or above. I posted the list of the different categories of vacuums in the last show. So to be specific, anything of a high vacuum or higher. So you can't have it in nature. Nature abhors a vacuum. We talked about that the last time. How can you have a vacuum without a container? Go up to Sandusky, Ohio, tell them to tear down that container and build a vacuum without it. They're going to call security.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so.
So yeah.
Security.
The Starlink satellites. Have you ever looked up and see the line of satellites?
You can't see satellites with the naked eye, so no.
People say you can.
He should go into one of those baller servers, right? And I'd like to hear him say that. First, state that he's a professor of physics and engineering, and he's expert in thermodynamics, and have him drop in one of these friggin' idiot ball-tard servers, and have him state that. I would love to listen to everything after his statement.
Yeah, me too. That would be brilliant. Because he's correct. Within their paradigm, he's correct.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's funny. Yeah, go on, sorry.
No, I'm just saying, as a higher level than most of these servers are just skanking file baltards, your average, degenerate, and have a professor of physics state what he just stated. Oh yeah, it's time to get the popcorn. Because I want to hear this.
Just to add in, and I don't know if it's a serious point, but it's worth a little jab. That when they build those satellites, right, within their paradigm, they can't have an angular size in that factory or wherever, right? But once they go past the Kármán line or whatever, then they start having an angular size. That's the implications of their paradigm.
Yeah, they're idiots.
That you can have no terrestrial, but you can have celestial angular sizes.
Kármán. Z L C.
Kármán, yeah, it's Kármán with a C.
That's a flat Earth measurement.
That's a flat Earth.
I saw them. Starlink, you can.
Take a medium-sized car and
I'm with you.
And drive it 500 miles away and tell me if you can see it.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
100%.
No, satellite.
Absolutely.
From physics, from the perspective of physics, unless they have some kind of...
From the perspective of physics, what perspective is that? I'd like to... What's the definition of the perspective of physics?
And is it orthographic?
Yeah, let's get it in Muppet vision.
Of illumination
Yeah.
cannot be seen by the naked eye.
We gotta get him on the lives working with us.
Wait a minute, hang on a second here, guys.
You got to come over to Angel. He's on TikToks.
No. Okay, maybe.
Matthew,
he's on TikToks. Is this an actual video of the Starlink satellites? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I've never actually. I don't think I've ever seen any video of that.
Yes, it is. That's a Starlink. What you're looking at there, Starlink, which the astronomers are already pissed off with because it interferes with the views they get from their telescope because they know it's the Starlink. Okay.
What's up with this? What's up with the jagged surface right here? What's going on with the V here? See the V?
Yeah, looks like some kind of a hillside or mountainside.
I don't think so. Not with jagged point. These are pretty uniform.
Oh, I'm zoom in there now. Yeah, actually, it looks more like the pyramid or something, doesn't it?
See what I'm saying? I made it a little bigger.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this looks sort of contrived to me. I'm just saying, just first blush.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And that's pretty long.
Good.
Yeah. Definitely contrived.
You were going to say something, sir?
So I was just saying, yeah, I agree. It's definitely contrived. Of course, has to be.
And that Starlink looks pretty long. I don't know what length it is, but it looks pretty long. You'd expect it to be making an arc in the sky, would you not?
Long? That's a flat Earth measurement.
All right, no, I have never seen the Starlink satellites because it's impossible.
What you just said is true.
Yeah.
Okay. But here they are. And I've seen them myself. Now, this was 2 years ago. I saw.
No, those can't be satellites.
I'm with you, but this is what they tell us they are.
Balloons, maybe?
This is what they tell us they are. No, they're showing you what they are. Not telling you. Dave, you got a video behind you. This fucking guy. What? Huh? My word.
Maybe.
Yeah. Local. They're not far. They're not far away.
Drones?
Yes. Don't know.
Yes. Are they drones? Yes. Don't know. Ladies and gentlemen. You want to hear that again?
Yeah.
I'm with you, but this is what they tell us they are.
Balloons, maybe?
They're local. They're not far. They're not far away.
Drones?
Yes. Don't know. Not sure.
Yes.
Oh, this is gold.
What do you want me to do with this, people? Just that.
Yeah, contradictory.
What an ass clown. What a bozo. You got this guy, flat earthers. You have this guy representing you, whether you like it or not.
Well, it could be a bigger satellite.
I like that. That's the answer of a guy who has experienced the bullshit of Discord servers.
That's the guy that's experienced. David Weiss.
Big Globe Dave.
Big Globe Dave, David Weiss with Jesse Lee Peterson. That's that guy. That bigger, yeah, nicely done.
But they're not satellites because, as you pointed out, the Starlink size is smaller than a 747's engine, way smaller, right? So here's a 747. You can barely make out the shape of the plane when you're looking at it, but you can't see the engines. The plane's only 5 to 7 miles up.
And why are the satellites illuminated? Why do you need illumination on satellites?
Well, that's reflecting sunlight, they tell us.
They say it's the sun. Yeah, the sun's hitting it.
If this is 7 miles high, if I made it double the height, you couldn't see the airplane, right? But the satellites, these tiny little satellites, are 350 miles up.
Is that their altitude?
That's second law of thermodynamics violation. Is that the altitude? Does anyone know? Is that correct? They're 100 miles further than the ISS? Allegedly?
Yeah, that's right. That's what they say. So, yeah, very near the CSS, Chinese space station.
Look that up. Just for shits and giggles. Oh, they are Starlink. One word, I'm thinking. So, 200 to 342 miles away. I guess they're going on a different path than the ISS. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the ISS and the CSS, the Chinese space station, remember, which is 100 miles away from the International Space Station. So they're right there, they're right in that area. That's why I say, how comes they haven't had a crash yet?
That's a great question. You should ask everyone that, Jen. I'm trying to bait you. Yeah.
Beware the bait.
Yeah. Beware the bait.
Altitude 350.
350, and then those lines, they're telling us that line of lights is satellites.
No.
Is Starlink satellites.
No.
See, you
hear him in the background. No.
Here's the thing. You can't even believe your own model because you don't know it.
No, because, well, he doesn't know it because it doesn't exist. You can't believe your own model? That makes no sense. Probably because it doesn't exist.
Because when we point out these things that your model, your paradigm says.
Your model, your paradigm says? That sounds a little strange to me. Are models paradigms? Or paradigms? According to what he said, they're saying.
No, yeah, he's trying to say anomalies is what he's trying to say. The anomalies in that stupid model that doesn't exist.
No, no. I know what he's trying to do. I'm focused in on the words that are coming out of his blowhole. Let's listen to it again. It's a bit pedantic, but I think it's really important.
You don't know it because when we point out these things that your model, your paradigm.
Your model, your paradigm says, of course, they wouldn't say anything anyway, even if they did exist. So he's making an equivalent statement between models and paradigms. Follow?
Yeah, but he says when we say these things, the things he's talking about are the anomalies, discrepancies, if you will, in the model.
You're not following what I'm saying. Is a model equivalent to a paradigm?
No, it's not.
Then why did he make an equivalent statement to it?
Like you said, he hasn't got all these. He's a sandwich short of a picnic.
Says as a fact, you're a smart guy.
Flatsy.
Good.
Sorry, Flatsy tried to attack me in the past for using the term paradigm, and she tried to say a paradigm is a model. That's what she tried to say. And
no, I didn't.
I was like, no.
What are you talking about?
It's literally recorded of you doing that with me. Yeah, so there you go.
I want to hear that.
Big globe Flatsy.
The big globe Flatsy. I want to hear that recording, by the way.
Oh, it was because she had there was a whole period of time where she was like, every time I come up with I'd say paradigm. You know what I mean? She'd have a go at it.
Okay, well, I want evidence of that.
Guy, you're like, that's impossible.
To the crews that put the work in before and after the race, Timberland Pro, always do, never done.
When it comes to vision care and eyewear, you don't have to settle for the basics.
All I'm saying is there's no way you could see those Starlink satellites with the naked eye.
Welcome to Flat Earth. Welcome to fake space.
Welcome to Flat Earth. Welcome to fake space. Unbelievable.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Hold your...
Good.
Sorry, just for pig iron, I checked out. And Google would not give me the numbers for the length of the claimed Starlink satellite chain. And they tried to say it changes in length. It can change from anything from like kind of 5 to 20 miles long to 160 miles long. So it changes in length, and it kind of does it itself. This is what they're saying. Right? So you can't, I couldn't there and then anyway, get a solid length to that claim chain.
5 to 160 miles long? Is that the limits that they gave you?
Yeah, it was like between 5 and 20 miles long, and then with some changes, it can be up to 160. That's what I got off Google.
Prick. Five to 160 miles long, eh?
That's what I got there, yeah.
Frick you. Where is it? I just had it. Where the fuck did it go?
Kind of.
Does anyone see a problem here?
Exactly.
I haven't done any ciphering, but this is a lot longer than 160 fucking miles. just FYI. My God. They don't really care. They don't. They could contradict themselves with every other breath. It would make no difference.
Those
it's crazy.
Welcome to Flat Earth. Welcome to fake space.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Hold your horses. That doesn't prove the Earth is flat or not flat. So how does this satellite thing tie into your theory of a flat Earth?
There is no flat Earth theory, Mr. Physicist. It sounds like you don't know what the term theory is, which is quite disturbing from somebody of your ilk. Why would you be floating? Go ahead.
It's come to be expected, though.
Yeah, but I expect it, from glue sniffing crayon munchers, your average skank and file baltard. I would expect that. And flat earthers, for that matter. I've heard flat earthers say, well, it's just a theory. Right? And it was just the other day, by the way, but I digress. Why would he, though? Somebody of that, in that profession, would use the term in that sense. You know why? Because he's a pretender clown, and I can guarantee you that he doesn't know what a scientific theory is. How much would you want to make a bet?
I wouldn't bet against what you're saying with anything, but with it, I bet everything.
What if he was here and had no clue what the next question is going to be, and the next question was, Professor, define a scientific theory. You see, with me, I'm betting a farm that he isn't going to know. It's all. I'm going all in. Okay, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I've been talking
like a lot of. Sorry.
What?
So I was just going to say, like a lot of educated people. They don't seem to realize what they're not educated in. If you know what I mean, he would be under the impression at times that he's doing science, because it seems to me that what science actually is, natural science, and how it's established, seems to be nearly hidden from these people or something. How did they not? They just don't seem to know about it. Look at Adam and Dr. John Dee and others. When it was explained to them, they went, you're right. Up to then, they might have thought they were doing science at certain times. When it became obvious to them, they weren't. So they educate them in everything, it seems, most of these people, but what science actually is.
You giving these people excuses?
Well, here's another one then.
Hold on, Jen.
Sorry, Brian.
Hold on, Jen. Brian, are you giving these people excuses? You giving Adam doesn't use that excuse. Dr. John Dee, I wasn't there when it was explained to him what the scientific method was. I mean, I was sitting back laughing. But are you giving these people excuses to say, well, listen, oh yeah, that's right. You're right about that. Why didn't they know that to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. Is it that they weren't? Is it that a lot of these people were never actually taught it?
Yes.
That's all I could think.
Yes. In Dr. John Dee's case, he wasn't a scientist.
Yeah.
In Adam's case, he did take some scientific topics. So Adam should have known. Dr. John D, he wouldn't have known because he's not a scientist. Never was.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he was under the impression. Sorry.
What was his degree in? Spectrophotometry? That's not a natural science. Duh.
Yeah, I know that. But up to when he was corrected, he would have been under the impression or given the impression that what he was doing was science.
Yeah.
And he's because he spoke with me and he said himself, he said, when it was explained to me about scientific method, it became very obvious that I wasn't doing any science. You know what I mean? He accepted it, So I think a lot of people are given the impression that they're learning about science and they're doing science when they haven't actually learned about it or done it at all.
Yeah, but we're going off. Yeah, but we're going off on a tangent here. He is a professor of physics. Bit redundant, but you get. That's a little different than Adam and Dr. John D. That's a whole nother plane above it. Maybe 2 planes. Follow?
Yeah, I understand that. It's maybe I can't. Maybe he couldn't appeal to that. I accept that.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, he's in another. I realize. I got your analogy. I don't think it's applicable to him.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Okay, well, the satellites and everything that they claim
I was
is
going to
up
say
there.
something.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Jen. I forgot. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say the reason why this professor and other people say flat Earth theory is obviously because they haven't accepted it to be the truth, you see. That's what that's all about. That's been my experience with that statement. Okay?
Yeah, but that statement is non sequitur.
Of course it is.
So, also, globe Earth theory. That's also non sequitur. Also, heliocentric theory. That's non sequitur. Those aren't scientific theories. Big Bang theory. That's not a scientific theory. Evolution. It can't even be defined, let alone be a scientific theory. What are some, they're not theories.
Theory of relativity.
That's not a science. General relativity is not a scientific theory.
Yeah.
Special.
See?
Yeah.
Along with special relativity. That's not a scientific theory. To be a scientific theory, you have to define that monkey. What is it? Anyone?
It has to be established through proven scientific hypotheses.
Yeah, through this scientific method, of course.
Based off of natural cause and effect relationships in nature.
Right.
That's how you would establish it. Like Jin, Curie's point to me is very valid because he said this man is a professor of physics or has degrees in physics, which means that he can't be using the word theory without the caveat of colloquial in front of it.
Yep.
If he's speaking, you know what I mean? If he's not adding in that caveat, then that means he's just using the word theory randomly. And with his education, he shouldn't be doing that. He should be adding in that caveat before the word theory, because then he's just speaking. Just a second. Then he's making it very clear. Sorry, 1 second. Then he's making it very clear he's not referring to a scientific theory. Whereas when he says just theory and doesn't add in colloquial, and it's obvious to anyone who has the education that QE has that this is what he's speaking about as not a theory, then that, as QE would say, there's a rooster in the henhouse.
Can I answer the question correctly? Scientific theory is a scientific hypothesis that's been validated by repeated testing.
Thank you.
Yeah, but a scientific theory might involve more than one hypothesis.
Okay, so scientific theory, a hypothesis or a group of related hypotheses that have been validated by experiment. It could be just one hypothesis. It could be many. Plant growth theory has many hypotheses. Yeah?
Yeah. Boiling water, 1.
You got water, minerals, light. Yeah.
I got hung up because it never got properly defined, and they just kind of Jen and Brian kept going and kept going. I'm like, hold on, wait a second.
They were close enough. They were close.
Yeah, I defined it. I said it's a hypothesis proven by the scientific method. Is what I said.
Yeah, but that's not.
No, not good enough.
Well, it's not complete, but I accepted it. It's not complete. Flatsy did the right thing. And
I didn't accept it.
Yeah, Flatsy didn't accept it. Now, this might sound like the people listening out here that we're being overly pedantic. We're not. Because that's been one of the major stumbling blocks, the major problems ever since I got out here. People not understanding what science is and using natural science as a vehicle to push through their fairy tale stories. So we're not being overly pedantic. We're right on point. Just FYI.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that we're being overly pedantic, it's that other people aren't being pedantic enough. That's the problem.
Is not in a second law of thermodynamics violation.
Oh, here we go again. Now, this is the second time this has been brought up. Now, remember, Mr. Professor over there, he claimed he was an expert in thermodynamics. He should be jumping all over angels, shouldn't he? Yes, the answer is yes. Let's see what he says.
It's not far away. It's local.
Hold on. Second law. Wait a minute. How are you connected?
Yeah. Now you're thinking, close those eyes. Let's go back and get the whole thing. Now, we may be getting into some cowbell, folks.
That they claim is up there is not in a second law of thermodynamics violation. It's not far away. It's local.
Hold on. Second law. Wait a minute. How are you connecting this to the second law of thermodynamics?
Yeah, because they're in a vacuum of space there, Doctor. Mr. Expert. Right? How are you still breathing if the satellites you're looking at are in a vacuum with no barrier between you and it? There, Professor. That's the question. Let's see where this goes.
Okay, well, according to what we said earlier, all the gas should just disperse into the infinite vacuum. So a vacuum doesn't exist. It's not in the sky.
Well, second law is more the law of entropy, but okay.
What does that mean? The second law is more the law of entropy. Yes, entropy! Yes! Gas expansion into a vacuum. Effusion, diffusion, colligative effects, and osmosis. Each involve an increase in entropy. There, Professor, Mr. Expert in Thermodynamics. My God, man. Do you think that's like an incoherent jail-free card to say, oh, that's just a law of entropy? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Is that your argument? My God. You're no expert in no fucking laws of thermodynamics, dude. You're a clown.
According to the law of entropy, all of our gas should disperse.
Okay, but how does that relate to satellites?
Well, the satellites, you're not too quick on the uptake, are you, son? See, the satellites are allegedly in a 10 to negative 6 torr vacuum there, fucking Professor. So how are you still breathing and looking at those satellites in a vacuum? That's our question to you. You shouldn't be breathing.
Yeah. Satellites that are being claimed to be in this vacuum that all the gas would have to diffuse into.
Yeah.
Or, well, disperse into, I should say, because there's not much diffusion going to be happening with those low pressures.
My word, son. He just exposed himself. Let's see if he does it a little bit more.
Well, they claim it's in a second law of thermodynamics violation in the space vacuum, which doesn't exist.
We talked about that before. High pressure next to low pressure without a barrier.
So wait a minute. Let's backtrack here. So space does not exist?
No, the vacuum of space does not exist. So he's going to force them to get specific. Let's see if they do.
Correct.
As described.
The vacuum. I mean, we have...
Yeah, the vacuum of space does not exist. Correct. Now you're in it.
things up there, but they're more local, right? Remember what I said earlier. My position was that.
But how do those things rotate? Okay, if your Earth.
No. Not how do these things rotate? Sentence fragment. No. How can they be up there while you're still breathing? That's the question. Reconcile that.
If I could just say, he's technically in the position you were in when somebody said that very thing to you. How do we have gas pressure, whatever it contains?
Yeah, but I didn't do this.
Right,
yeah, but I didn't do this.
No, I'm not saying you did. I know you didn't. I'm not saying you did. Yeah. This is just, I would give him a little bit of grace here because he's trying to deal with what he knows to be true in relation to the paradigm he was told is true.
Yeah, and Brian's saying that this should be his aha moment like it was yours.
No, he's saying it's not. He's giving him grace. The aha moment is the opposite of what he's doing. Mine was immediate. Instant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I already...
I know you did. I'm talking to Flatsy.
Yeah, Flatsy had to come in with her red herring type thing. That wasn't necessary again, right? And confuse the situation and make it even worse than it already was. Thanks, Flatsy.
You're welcome.
Earth is a flat plane. It's not a...
Yeah, we're not talking about the shape or the aspect of what the Earth is. We're talking about second law of thermodynamics violation, Professor. Focus.
The globe. How do those objects like the ISS or the satellites rotate around the Earth?
Oh my God. He's going to red herring fallacy away from the point.
Can't understand it.
Let's see if
he's not connecting the dots.
Let's see if they let him.
If you go look at the trajectory of the ISS,
Yep. Boy, that worked. That was a quick one.
Straight away. This is a great example, Kiwi. Jin, you see the way they should have just stuck with the second law or just the laws in general of thermodynamics. And that would have been the place to go to with this guy. Now, Ages of Light has said, if you look at the trajectory, it's like he has gone on to something else, which invalidates it doesn't invalidate, but to the ignorant, they don't realize that him bringing up entropy previously was the absolute end of any discussion.
Yeah, should have ended there.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Should have ended right there. And now he's on to talking about other things that can't exist because of that. There can be no trajectory to any ISS because, one second, there can be no trajectory to any ISS because there can be no ISS due to entropy.
Right.
End of story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not understanding or accepting the ramifications of the statements they're making. They're not following it through, are they? They're not crossing the road. They're still playing around with it.
Yeah, they're not playing around. They got Jedi mind tricked by a simple idiot red herring fallacy, and it got them off the point.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I'm just indicting angels here because he was talking to angels. Angels should have just said, "What the hell are you talking about? That is a red herring fallacy. Please tell us how those satellites are in a vacuum and you're still breathing." And repeat it over and over and over again until he answers. That's it.
To be fair, they are confusing this man anyways. The way that they talk about things and the context that they use. Like Dave is saying, oh, well, these are satellites, and he begs the question with him that there's some kind of sky tech hovering above the Earth, held up there by some kind of non-force force. And then you've got angels saying, oh, it's more local. Local compared to what? So now he's trying to fit the idea in heliocentrism behind satellites and now put it in a flat Earth, and it's not working. He's confused.
Yep. Well, he got Jedi mind tricked. He's going away from But have you been talking to Brian about subjugating points?
The mind him says, "Oh, what you said was very valid."
Yeah, we're not letting the professor off the hook because of these two abject morons. What you said was correct, right? But angels is busted here. What they never affirm anything, and they get run off course with these idiot questions. You explain. They don't even know what explanations are. It seems that no one knows what a fucking explanation is. As opposed to a just so story, like a compare and contrast. Jesus, we're at that level.
Yeah. Perfectly matches a ring magnet ferrocell.
So now the satellites perfectly match a ring magnet ferrocell. Makes fucking perfect sense to me. So is your head a ring magnet ferrocell? What the hell was that?
Yeah. Where's your evidence for that horse manure? Yeah. That's just this. That's equal horse manure, just from another side.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. There you go.
Because
so it does a perfect spiral.
Pause a second. Sorry, I didn't want to come in and say it a moment ago because I said no because I just called a conspirator. But I was thinking, why is Angel's gone straight away? They even understand up to a point because he doesn't have as much maybe understanding or let's say of thermodynamics, or wouldn't be as confident as Angels to speak about it. Maybe not that Angels would be very confident. I'm not saying he'd be more confident than Dave, but when he said, "Look at the trajectory," that told me there was an agenda about to be played out, and this is the agenda. That they have some kind of an ether, some kind of a something that helps these satellites be up somewhere.
Oh, brother. What's your mood ring say?
Well, there you go. See, if I had said it, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Yeah.
Pad, and it never goes over the poles again. So
poles? What poles? Define pole.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You're just kidding? You're just kidding about what?
What I said.
What did you say?
I said, crap, what did I say? I don't remember.
We didn't hear it.
Yeah, you just came in. You just came in, you didn't say it. We didn't hear anything, and you said just kidding.
Oh, I said something really mean to Brian.
Did you?
I said something like, he said, oh yeah. He said, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. I was like, no, you're not damned if you don't. We're blessed if you don't.
But God himself blocked that evil insult. Thank you, God.
It just came through that time.
Why are you appealing to God? Aren't you a heathen?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So you acknowledge the ISS exists?
No.
Oh, we acknowledge the ISS exists, not in a fairy tale vacuum.
No.
I admit that there's got something up there. It's not in a second law of thermodynamics violation. There's no people on it.
So back to the second. Yeah, you won't let them speak. Now you had. This is about the fifth or sixth opportunity, not just here. Remember in the past, either part 1 or part 2, they had the same thing going on here with the second law of thermodynamics, right? So watch Big Globe Dave spurg and go off in another fucking direction. I don't know. Let's see if he does it.
I have an ISS tracker years ago before I was a flat earther. There's, oh my God, the ISS is going to go right over me here in Connecticut.
Yep. There he did. Yep. Now they're going to get off the topic again because of pretender clown flat earthers that don't know their ass from a damn torque wrench. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're. Yeah. What?
I thought you were finished when you said a torque wrench. I wasn't expecting the ladies and gentlemen part. Sorry. I was just going to say. Shut up, you. I was just going to say. I have a bone to pick with you later as well. I was just going to say that they get to talk to this guy. Now, the chances of this guy running into us is very slim at present time, right? It could happen, but at present time is slim. They do get to actually chat to the guy, and they screw it up. These people get the opportunities to talk to someone like him, who the ignorant in the audience would see as someone who's valid, who's got education and whatever else. And instead of showing the audience that by using the things that he's claimed to be educated in, it proves the paradigm that he thinks he lives in to be incorrect. No, they want to start talking about ISS trajectories. Can people please understand our frustration with these people? Stop focusing on the fact that we critique them and focus on the fact that we have a reason for our frustration.
Who do you got a bone to pick with?
Flatsy.
All right.
Connecticut, if I live in Connecticut. And right on cue, it showed up on the horizon, and I watched it. It went.
How do you have Verizon on the Globetard? Blue sniffer. Look at you.
Right over me. So when it was over me, that's as close as it's going to get to me. Would you agree? Straight line up, right? Because when it's on the horizon, it's farther away.
Yeah.
So it's
well away from the second law of thermodynamics now. Good job, Professor.
It's 250 miles directly above me. Now, I could see it for another, I think it was 4 or 5 minutes. 17,000 miles.
What about 5 minutes and 23 seconds?
Miles an hour. Times 4 or 5 minutes. What's that come out to? It was like 3,000 miles away. I could still see it when it's over California. It's the same size as a 747. How could...
Back to this utter horse shit that you spoke about before, well away from the second law of thermodynamics, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I've heard him bring up the ISS many times. I've heard before in the past, Bob Nadell would bring it up here and there. But I've heard Jaron bring it up as well in the past. And who went out and filmed it, supposedly, crossing in front of the path of the moon, or making a path across the front of the moon? Only Jaron. So these people can't stop talking about this ISS thing. They just can't stop bringing it up and talking about it. First chance they got there, they wanted to talk about it. Instead of talking about the thing that shows that any claims concerning it, right, are moot. Instead of talking about that, they want to talk about the stupid thing that's claimed to be in the sky.
Thought I made this thing perfectly clear like 10 years ago, and 30 years, just perfectly clear, saying it over and over and over again. But no, right? Now, I did like the rockets in a vacuum. I kind of did like I was snickering at it. I did like that, but it never got me off the main point. Right? But these people, no. They'll not only give them their ISS, they'll give them everything. Galaxies, dark matter and dark energy. They'll talk about, things out there in the galaxies, the sun, all the gas giants, not the sun, and the second law of thermodynamics violation. Just talk and talk for hours and hours about them, when it all could be settled with 1 or 2 phrases, including the second law of thermodynamics. That's it. It's all over, like we were saying in the beginning.
Well, just for context, what Dave is saying there, right, mathematically, he's making a point, right? And it's going to involve angular size and whatever else. Grant. But the problem is, at some point, some NASA guy or somebody can come out like one of these space influencers online, can come out with some bullshit, right, and ignore parts of what Dave's saying, the parts that he doesn't want to deal with, and address the things he does want to deal with. And that bullshit would be good enough for the average person to think, well, maybe David Weiss has it wrong. That cannot happen with entropy.
Yep.
That nobody can come out with anything, because it's you can't violate nature.
Yep.
And that's it.
It's undisputed, irrefutable. Dagger, silver dagger, right between the eyes. And it's fast. It's quick. It's cut them off at the knees quick. You hear that? 24/7 fuck sticks.
Could I possibly see it 3,000 miles away?
No.
Okay.
Okay, didn't we already cover this topic?
I did, though.
Liberty Bibbity. That's my name. Your name's Liberty Bibbity?
Therefore, what I'm seeing isn't that big, isn't going that fast. It's fake. Now, we had NASA whistleblowers, but again, it's all hearsay.
So what is it then?
Oh, my God.
Pause.
Oh, my God, man.
Dave, listen, it's the way that Dave phrases things. He said, when the guy says, or someone mentioned it's 3,000 miles away, and could I see it that far away? And the guy says no, and Dave said, but I did though. You didn't, Dave. You didn't see this thing 3,000 miles away. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? You should need to put in the caveat that no, obviously it wasn't 3,000 miles away. If you're going to speak about it at all, you have to at least caveat what you're saying correctly, so no one actually thinks that you're actually saying they just saw it 3,000 miles away. What is it then?
Well,
the guy says.
Your sister.
Thing that we see,
like a balloon.
No, it's a. This one NASA whistleblower said it's a B-2 bomber. They have 5 of them. With some parts are transparent. They have.
OMG, dude. $2026. Well, this was 2025. A year ago, right? May 23rd, 2025. 2025. And you got this ignorant fuckstick representing Flat Earth. Coming out, just pulling shit right out of his ass. Ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Take a good look on why the Flat Earth quote-unquote community circled the drain. Right about 2023. In fact, it circled the drain in 2018. In fact, we just weren't paying attention. Yep, there you go.
They have LED lights on the bottom, and they take turns. 2 of them are based in Alaska. One's in, I forget where they are. And they literally...
I forget where they are. I don't know where they are. I just forget. Moron.
Take turns. So there's certain times where you're watching and all of a sudden the thing just disappears.
But why? Why are they? Why?
But why? Why now? Why are they doing that, Dave? Why are they doing it? Why? Completely. The second law of thermodynamics. The second law of thermodynamics is so far behind back in history now that it's can't even see it. Its angular size has crossed the threshold of the Rayleigh criterion.
That is the second time, at least the second time, if not the third time, in this video that's happened, isn't it?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Why are they faking the ISS?
Why the lie? Why the lie? We'll get there.
To keep the lie alive. Now, also, the ISS, if you really want to know where it is, it's in a pool. It's called the Neutral Buoyancy Lab.
Yeah, that's where they do the astronaut training.
Yes.
Yeah, the ones where they fake the footage, you mean, because we see the bubbles in space.
Oh, we do?
The what in space? I'm sorry? The what in space?
Bubbles in space. They are bubbles in space.
Huh. Do we have any document?
Please. Yeah, makes total sense now. Why do these people bring up the second law of thermodynamics, and the other laws of thermodynamics, and then move away from them? Because if they didn't do that, right, even if they understood them, if they didn't move away from them and follow the red herrings and all the rest, then they wouldn't get to input their bullshit in there about bubbles in the swimming factory where NASA, whatever, or the trajectory of some bullshit in the sky. They wouldn't be able to put in all that complete horse manure that doesn't really mean anything, because it has no validity, because it up against entropy, you know what I mean? It's a nothing.
Yeah, you see, entropy, Brian, entropy is a knockout blow and everything's finished. It's over. They'd have no bullshit.
It's over. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, the boxer doesn't need to think after that. You know what I mean? How we're going to deal with the next round. There isn't the next round.
Hey, Flatsy. Hey, Flatsy. You there?
I am.
Take over for the next couple minutes and keep these guys in line.
But Brian, make sure you mute Flatsy though. Okay, make sure you mute me.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you, I'm going to be requesting Betty to give me those, or to somehow get Righteous to give me those powers, because you will be getting muted. Go on, Jim.
I was just going to say, or ask Jin, you know, if that's the knockout blow, you probably don't really need a preponderance now, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah. I have my preponderance for those Globers, and they get every ounce of it. Yeah. Because, you know, they like to entertain. You shut them down, they seem to bring out other points. So it's nice to be able to knock those down as well. That's why I say I have a preponderance of evidence, and I do start off with the knockout punch. But, you know, they seem to want to carry on, don't they, with their bullshittery. So let's deal with it. Yeah. I'll do with it.
But at that point, you're throwing punches at someone who's lying flat on the floor.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind. Take this and take this and take this and take this.
It's like you're doing shadow boxing around the outside perimeter of some guy.
I'm trying to make sure they're dead flat. I'm flattening them right out.
Yeah, but if they're already on the floor, then you're having to aim low.
It's okay. I don't mind. I will lay them out flat, leave no stone untold, destroy all evidences, whatever they bring up. Final. Give them no room to breathe. That's it. That's what you've got to do. You've got to do that. Shut every avenue.
Well,
high standards, you aim high for standards, but you'd have to aim for low standards to go.
Well, you have to.
Someone already lying on the floor, you get
that's a flat out measurement.
Yeah,
that's a flat out measurement.
That's flat out measurements. Flatsy, you have to understand that you've got to follow all the standards that they have. When they're coming in with low standard crap, well, okay, I can deal with that. You know.
Yeah, but my contention is that the reason why flat Earth is such a mess, the people in it is such a mess. The topic itself is simple, but the people are a mess because they don't hold these high standards and stick to them. The problem with flat earthers these days is that they are willing to lower their standards.
Well, I stick with the high standards. I tend to stick with the high standards, okay, and hit them with it. But then your opponent then will go off somewhere else. So then you say you're going to ignore this major disaster of a blow that you received. Okay, let's entertain your crap and show you the flaws in that. That's all.
No, Jen, you show them the video of them getting knocked out. There's no point in talking about that mess.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're trying to, at that point, they're trying to pretend that you didn't just score the winning goal. They're trying to pretend that didn't happen. There's no point in talking about anything after that. This is the point about the whole. This is why the likes of me and Kiwi will go against the whole term of preponderance of evidence, because you just need one thing and it ends all of it.
Yeah,
so
the division.
Entertaining things after that. It's like you're accepting that they're accepting that didn't happen. You did score the winning goal.
Well, no,
yeah, but hold on. The division isn't amongst the people themselves. It's among their standards. That's where the unity should be. We should all unify on the standards of evidence.
Yeah. And drive that home. It's better what you're saying. Drive that home. Drive home the point. So when they obfuscate from what you've told them, bring them back to that point. And I do that. You see, because I'm knowledgeable on this, there are times when I do the driving the point home and keep with that. And then other times I say, okay, let me drive home the point and then show them the errors of what they're putting down as well. You know, you have to do that because people are listening anyway. So it's nice to give a nice, colourful destruction to them. That's what I do. Yeah.
Well, what I'd say, Jen, is... Go
ahead.
Sorry. Go on, finish what you're saying. Sorry.
I was going to say, when I used to do karate, for example, I could take them down with one slide kick, or dance around with them for a little while and then take them down. That's what I'm doing, okay? Simple, really. It's okay, man.
Look, I understand that I wouldn't have the same amount of Discord time put in as you. I don't go into the Discord servers and talk to all these people all the time. I hardly ever do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do deal with them in text in the comment sections of my videos and comment sections of other people's videos, but mostly my own. Now, I never have to deal with any of that space malarkey. Never. They don't even try to bring it up with me. Simply because they know that I understand the laws of thermodynamics and they know that that's the only place I'm going to and that's where I will be staying. So you can look through all the comments. I get comments of all kinds of nonsense on my channel. For going back years now, you will not see anybody having a to and fro with me about whether the ISS is up there and what it is, and how can that be there? There's none of that. There's just none of that ever happens because I stick to the standard, as Flatty was saying, of thermodynamics. That's my standard. It's that, and I don't deal with anything after that. Now, I understand if you're hanging around over in Discord, right, making the same argument every time may become laborious, right? And you might want to entertain other things here and there. I get that. But that's, unfortunately, a bad habit that you get then from being there. Because you've already destroyed that argument, right, in the past with thermodynamics, and they're bringing it back up again. So it makes being there, in a way, I hate to be negative, but it makes it complete kind of pointless.
Well, you must remember that when you're talking about going into other servers, you might be meeting new people all the time, because that's what tends to happen, especially in the 24/7. They get a good influx of people coming from outside of Discord coming in. Newbies, we'll call them, okay? So that's the opportunity to deliver the thermodynamics, but to them it comes across as a shock, and they start asking, so you don't believe in space, you don't believe in this. So you have to break it down for them. Okay, and that's what we do. We do all of that. It's necessary to get them to fully understand that what they're carrying is a belief, and it's totally impossible due to the fact of the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, to talk them through all that, and that's what we do, and it's good. I love it. It doesn't matter.
It's not what you do.
Okay, it's not what it is. What I do.
No, I don't want to say you. I'm saying 24/7. It's not what they do.
All right. Well, okay, yeah.
It's not what they fucking do. Hey, DJ Dumbfuck, here's your dad right here, by the way. That's not what you do. He doesn't do that. I haven't heard any of the other guys do that. If they do, it's just surface puke, and then they move on to something else. I would just listen. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I haven't listened to them in a while. I've been busy. They just did it not that long ago. 2 weeks ago. Somebody brought that up. You got DJ Dumbfuck, Mr. Moron of the Millennium, go off about, well, we don't know. We don't know what's up there in the sky. So we can't make any claims about it. That's what he said. Idiot Dumbfuck making a special pleading fallacy and just blowing it off. Yeah, because he's fucking retarded.
Yeah, but he's actually holding to his own integrity there, in that he doesn't know what those objects are. I mean, how would he know? He hasn't been up there.
No. Number one, he doesn't have any integrity. Number two, he's a dumb fuck. Number three, you can kill this argument. I don't know, but Jen, have you been sitting here for the past hour and a half, 2 hours?
I've been listening to what you've been saying. We've been following through.
Yeah. Second law of thermodynamics. It's over.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's shut down. That's the end. Yeah. Of course.
He didn't say that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But Jen.
Yeah.
Jen.
Yeah.
Now that Kiwi has said it, I do remember hearing that segment that Kiwi's talking about. And I've heard people like DJ and other flat earthers on Discord and other places do the same thing, make the same mistake. They're asked by the pollers, what's the sun? Right? Now, I'm often asked those kind of questions. I might ask them that question more than I'm asked it, right?
Yeah.
But I was just state, instead of going, I don't know what, like a lot of flat earthers will just go, I don't know what the sun is. And then the baller, without saying to the baller, and neither do you, right? They just go, I don't know what the sun is. No, I don't know, and neither did them. Nobody that I'm aware of.
That's right. That's
One
what I
second.
say.
One second. Nobody knows what the sun is. So even the defense you're trying to give to the DJ is not working. He doesn't have, QE is right, he does not have integrity. And talking about the celestial bodies when he should be talking about thermodynamics, what the hell is that about? And if he's going to talk about them, there's no point saying, I don't know, and then not pointing out that neither do they.
He has done in my presence. I've heard him say that he doesn't know, neither do you, no one does, and presents it. He has done that. There's no doubt about that in my book. That's why I said he uses his own integrity, and he clearly states that he doesn't. How could he know? We can't go up there. No one can. He's done that.
No, you're not defending that shit. You're getting away. Hold up, Brian. Hold on. Yeah. No. That's not. We're talking about something specific. Brian's talking about the sun specifically. This integrity shit. No, fuck that. He was talking about the sky, and he didn't know what the sky was. Brian was talking about a completely different topic. DJ didn't do that. I heard him. We don't know what the sky is, so we can't say. Well, yeah, we do. We know what it's fucking not, DJ. He has a hard time understanding this topic or this concept. It's most assuredly not a second law of thermodynamics violation, you glue-sniffing retard. Okay? So let's stay specifically on topic. Not what the sun is. Not that. The sky is what he said. We don't know what the sky is. So, all bets are off, more or less, with DJ, dumb fuck. He doesn't realize he's a moron. That's a special pleading fallacy. Right? So, I don't want to fucking hear it about the douchebags in 24/7.
Okay.
Just as bad.
Let's not bring them up
you,
then. Okay.
No, I know you hang out in there every once in a while, and that's fine. I'm not indicting you unless you fuck up and I catch you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I'm just not gonna fucking have it. They are of the same ilk as Globe Dumpsters Bob, Big Globe Dave, Patricia Sphere, Jaron, and Shits at 60. Same ilk. They're following in that same shit. They're doing the same thing. I even caught that some bitch doing NASA photos. The DJ dumbfuck. Yep. So I don't want to hear about it. And by the way, this is his dad. Because I never heard about percentages of refraction until I started hearing out of 24/7, DJ Dumbfuck being the head chair. No one says that. The first person who ever said that about the percentages, guess who that was? Of refraction. Percentages of refraction. I'm talking to Jen. Guess who the first time I ever heard that refraction was measured in percentages, guess who that was? Do you know, Jen? Hello? Hi, Mike.
Yeah, I'm there. That's I couldn't get my button. I couldn't release the button there yet. Obviously, you're going to say DJ, aren't you?
Nope.
Oh,
the first time. Nope. The first time I ever heard that refraction was measured in percentages is you're looking at his face right fucking now.
Okay.
And soon after that, guess who I was hearing it from in the community?
Okay, who?
Meet DJ Dumbfuck's dad. DJ.
Right.
DJ measured. Right. You could hear him talk about percentage of refraction because this fuckstick, this ignorant fuckstick DJ, watched this video. He's posted it a number of times also in 24/7. I saw him do it. He's posted this video. It didn't hit with me. I didn't realize, right? And he's posting this video. He talked about posting it about this professor and stuff. And then one day it clicked. Somebody said percentage. I said, "Oh, that was this guy."
Right.
That's where DJ. That's where
it revealed.
That's where DJ got his horseshit from, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Good.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
and all of his research that he did that this video inspired him to do was stuck in the bias of this man that you're looking at.
Right, yeah. And he clearly doesn't know. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was going
As
to
far
say
as
that.
integrity goes, go on, I'll go after you.
Sorry, I was just going to say this guy definitely doesn't know the second law of thermodynamics, or he knows it, but he's avoiding it, one or the other. But carry on.
Well, he definitely doesn't know anything about refraction either, because the DJ got his idea of refraction from this guy.
Right.
Yeah, but just on, you said integrity. I could not at any point, whether on the street or in a court of law, state that that man has any integrity. DJ, that is, not this man. And the reason is that when he came on to QE Live, and he started being corrected on his refraction nonsense, right, by QE and by me, and nobody, like, it was a bit hot and heavy, but if he started showing a bit of humility and going, you know what, you're right about that, then that would have been a different story, right? But he didn't do that. He was asked specific questions, right, which he refused to answer because they showed him to be wrong. And that's not the behavior of someone who has integrity.
Yep. Game, set, match. We're moving on. Here we go.
Documentation of that?
Can we clarify bubbles in space real quick?
We have tons of footage.
Really?
Yeah, tons. We got metric mountains and mountains of evidence. Sound like an evil
preponderance. You got a preponderance.
Yeah, they got the preponderance. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And the live feeds.
Wow.
So
why don't you show them? Since you brought the topic up, why don't you just show them? Now you're going off to another topic, right? Unless I'm looking at bubbles. I don't think so. Idiot.
This is a ISS live feed.
Stuttering fool.
Feed, right? This poor guy's hanging off of a cliff, right?
Yeah.
NASA gets
Where's the bubbles?
$84 million a day. Sorry, $84 million a day in budget, right? And that guy is just playing with a stupid green screen. They couldn't possibly be doing that.
Yeah, but anything like this is Hollywood.
Well, where's the bubbles? I thought we were on bubbles. Guess not.
But look.
This is NASA. This is NASA right here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is them in a pool, and this is them in space.
So you're saying that all of the astronauts that we see on the ISS and everywhere else is all just either in a pool or in a green screen?
Yep.
They're acting.
Yeah. Yep. And they all are in on it except maybe Don Pettit. He probably believes he went to.
But the examples couldn't get any better. You don't need to say all that. You can just prove all that with the laws of thermodynamics that we've been talking about. Then the guy doesn't need to ever ask the question, are you saying? That doesn't have to happen at any point. It's evident. It doesn't need to be brought up. But no, let's talk about green screen. Sorry, 1 second. The crescendo is let's bring a standard of reasonable doubt. This bullshit standard.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. You're right. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's
every
spot on.
astronaut
Yeah.
essentially
Bullseye.
is in on the lie of this construct.
100%.
Except Don Pettit, he might actually believe he went to space. You have to give me that one.
Would you guys agree that Photos and videos from Narnia don't verify Narnia.
Oh, here we go. Bringing it back. Huh. All right. Good job. So can you get more specific? Let's get back to the second law.
If I was to show you a live feed of me in Narnia, would you believe in Narnia?
No. We all know that Hollywood has the technology.
He's not talking about Hollywood. He's talking about the second law of thermodynamics, Mr. Professor in thermodynamics. My God, sir.
Seen movies like Gravity and Interstellar.
Stop him. Angels, stop him right now. Stop this shit.
They're phenomenal. They look perfect. So there's no question that any of this can be.
Apartments.com AI helped me find the perfect pet-friendly place.
That was easy. Now where's dinner?
Find yours today.
Hello. Halftime ended, but halftime tub time did not. Now we're losing. Throw the ball, folks. Now we're
can be doctored. We know that.
Do you remember this spacewalk? So you got.
Oh my God, man.
Go back to the guy in the bathtub.
Yeah, I'm sure, Flatsy. I get it. Yeah, that's not. No, I will not do that. When you have your own show, you can stay on with the guy in the bathtub.
I'm just kidding.
You got this guy out here. They're going.
Is he on Will John's shoulder or something? What's going on?
Well,
out here?
I wanted you to at least know that I meant it in the sense that it was better than looking at Big Globe Dave.
Yeah, I got the picture.
On 17,500 miles an hour, and he goes away with his little jetpack, and he comes back. So a couple years later, they did another one, and hold on.
Yeah, but his initial velocity was the same as the spacecraft. So
yeah, his initial velocity, in Narnia was the same as the spacecraft in Narnia, but the inverse reciprocal of his acceleration, fucking idiots.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So there's the first one, and then the second one that they show us, and they only show us a picture. You can't even tell the difference. It's just the Earth changed. It's the exact same pose, the exact same thing. And when I look at them side by side and I zoom in, it's the exact same image. So again,
well, in all fairness, they're probably using the same spacesuit. So
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Fucking gag me with a spoon.
It's like waterboard me, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a
Bring back the guy in the bathtub. Good grief.
That's the end of this, Professor. This statement does it all. Now that's the end. Get him out of here.
It does look like it's a cut and paste. Yeah,
exactly.
It is a cut and paste, right? So I want to just show you
What did Elon Musk say when he launched the Tesla Roadster in space? He says you can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
Yeah, you can tell I'm really not in space because I look just as good as the astronaut.
Oh my God. Really? This is what we're reduced to.
I don't know. I'll give him props for that. It's creative.
It's very creative. We're headed back to NASA photos, and they're fakery if I was to make a wild guess. 2016 called. They want their fairy tale fuckwit arguments back.
You can tell he's telling the truth because he's a lying bastard. There you go.
We already know that.
Actually,
nuts right now.
To tell the truth, pause a sec. To tell the truth, in 2016, I remember, at least 2015, if not into 2016 also.
Now I don't think you're telling the truth.
Well, I don't care what you think. I remember anything to do with NASA, the only thing I was focusing upon was their supposed images of a globe Earth from space and how the positions of the land masses didn't match, let's say the Gold Peters map and stuff like that. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was all this other nonsense. So it's like all this other nonsense that David did, and I wasn't really so focused on that.
No, I'm still focused on what you just said. I often pull that up. There's different sizes of the continents on the globe. What's going on here? Look, and then the fact that they used the cloud tool to repeat the clouds. They're the things I home in on all the time.
I never went into any of that repeating the cloud stuff. That's on you, Jim. That's not me. The only thing I went into, okay, but that's not me. I just want to make that clear for the audience. I didn't go into that. The only thing I went into was the claimed positions of the continents on their globe in relation to certain maps, and their suits working in a vacuum chamber. That they were the two things. As in, so someone could wear their suits, go into a vacuum chamber, bring into the Sandusky, Ohio vacuum chamber, bring it down to its lowest pressure, and the person would still be totally fine inside the suit.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a good point.
Other than that, I never addressed them. I remember from memory.
Yeah, I just remember that they were using the cloud tools to repeat the cloud patterns to be the same. And I thought, and I've seen this image and I never picked that up. And you don't, do you? There you are. That's all. The shock of that alone.
I'm floating in the space.
Yeah,
I remember him saying that. I'm like, what? All right, what do we got here? Is that the ISS or is that?
I'm on the ISS. I'm on the ISS. Come on. I'm holding on with my feet so I don't float away.
Okay, but that looks fake. You look fake.
Well, it is fake. It all looks fake. But here, What about this? Check this out. This was a live feed, and the guy just appeared out of nowhere.
Hey, that looks.
There we go.
Screen then.
No, well, that does. This was a live feed.
Now, if you were talking, it depends on your target audience. I try to cut people some slack. If you're like talking to, I don't know, like maybe high schoolers, right? It'd be good initially to bring this up and just briefly show the funny business, right? Other than that, you do not bring this up to a professor of physics, you fucking glue-sniffing idiot, you cancerous scumbag. That's what he is. He's a cancer within flat Earth.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said a minute ago? I thought you'd jump on me for that.
No. Good.
I said subjective evidence.
Oh, brother.
And it happened.
Maybe a glitch. Maybe it was just a glitch.
A glitch.
Yeah, explain glitches. That's what we want to hear the professor. That's why we brought the professor in. The professor of physics and thermodynamics. We want to hear him explain glitches. You dumb fuck. Dave.
Good point, QE. Thank you for stating that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Should not be a little brown nose.
No, she's right. I'm all over this. This is horseshit.
My goodness.
Maybe that resonated with you.
No, she is right.
Shut up.
She is right.
That was rich coming from Mr. Potato Head.
Explain where he came from, unless they're using multi-layered technology.
Well, maybe they got a Star Trek transporter.
Right, here's this guy faded out. Same There you go. There you go. Right, and then
are these legit ISS videos?
These are again. This is from an ISS live feed. Look at this line.
What about where they're at, Dave? To take this alleged video or photograph? What about that? That's okay? Fucking imbecile.
One second. The guy says to him, right, if he's going to put up this horse manure, he at least should answer the guy's questions. The guy said to him, are these legit ISS videos?
Yeah.
And what did he say? Look at this line.
Yeah.
At least just say yes. He won't even stand behind that.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. Good catch.
Look at this line. What is this line here?
Wow,
it's the line. It's pointing to your sister's house.
A real cloudy day on Earth.
But look, that's what they show all the time. Cloudy days on Earth. But where is this line?
Stitched photography.
It's stitched, right? So they're not showing us a lot.
But they have to do that sometimes, don't they?
Well, why would they? They're flying over the Earth. Point the camera down and live feed us.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
They're flying over the Earth. In what? Where are they at specifically? Can you give me the Tor value of where they're allegedly at, Dave?
This is important.
Yeah, 10 to the minus 7 Tor.
Somewhere in that vicinity, 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there.
This is very suspicious, guys. Very suspicious.
I'm just gonna hit a couple more, and then Anthony's not Anthony. Angel's got some things. So a lot of times when they're doing these clips here, sometimes they're hanging by wires, and sometimes they're in a pool. If the spacewalks are in pools, sometimes it's green.
Oh, they're not in pools here. They're obviously not in a.
This is not pool. This is hanging by wire, but it's a little hard to see. You can see. Look right here. You can see the wire pull from his shirt.
Oh, by the way, she's loving her vet-developed no-filler meals. Only the best for Bailey.
In HR, you need something more than doable. You need something powerful, scalable.
Hey, there it is. His little harness.
Yeah. And there's some of the others that are way clearer, but I want to just show you a couple things, right? This is, they had their Christmas hats, and that was in 1999, but
this is really important. Way to go, Dave. The gladiator for flat Earth. This is this is a fucking joke.
Yep. It's a joke.
Yep.
Then in 2023, gravity didn't apply. Their hats became anti.
What's gravity? Dave?
Here we go.
Gravity.
Well, the little top of the hat shouldn't float up automatically. It doesn't.
Well, why are they all down?
Well, yeah.
And why are they all up?
This is really important to bring a professor of physics in to tell us about the tassels on the tops of fucking Santa Claus hats, Dave.
This is some bullshit.
Yep, you've accomplished your mission to make sure.
Shout out to Betty.
Make sure flat Earth is a laughingstock. That's your accomplishment. Good job. Way to go.
1 second, sorry, please. The irony is he's supposed to be making NASA look like a laughingstock.
Yep.
Why are they all down?
And why do the women use hairspray?
Why are they all?
Oh my god, man. All right, I'm not going to put up with too much more of this shit. Tell you now.
Up, down. Why are they all up? Hold on. There's one more I want to just.
Is this on the ISS?
This is on the ISS.
They have nothing better to do than this.
Well, right, and other things, right? So this is they had a little green screen glitch where everything orange turned.
Sorry, I have to laugh at that. They have nothing better to do than this. It's like, were you not aware that this is the bullshit they're trying to tell you they're doing up in this place that doesn't exist?
Turned blue, and everything blue turned orange. All right, that just shows again that they're using technology. Here's Kamala Harris talking with the ISS, and let me just.
I can't even get cell service in my basement.
Look at this wire going right through their hand. They're always playing with something. This is called augmented reality.
So this is like some kind of VR glasses thing?
Well, that's a good point. They used, we got somebody whistle blew and said that they're wearing Microsoft HoloLenses. So the top out, they're literally behind these like snow goggles, but their faces are mapped with AI technology, and it's tracking their eye movement. So we don't see they have their goggles on, but when they're playing with the augmented reality, you'll never see them wipe their face.
Okay, in all fairness, okay.
Mind blown moment.
25.
That is quite the pause, man. That is quite the pause you got there going on. His facial expression, his hands in the air.
Okay, just hold on for 1 second. These are all digital feeds. We know that digital feeds do glitch out sometimes. Like, we've been in Zoom meetings, things glitch out, things res, people's faces disappear. We can't really take a look. Okay, this guy coming in and out of view, these things moving. These could be these are all digital.
Matthew, let me show you some more.
All right.
Right? Look.
Oh, if you show some more, then it'll convince him. He'll have you'll just debunk him. You fucking idiot.
This lemon. Is that a real lemon or is that an augmented reality object? Look.
Yeah, it looks fake. Yeah.
It is. It's fake as F.
It looks fake, but again.
Right. And then Don Pettit, the one that's probably thinks he went to space, said he was tired of drinking coffee out of a bag, so he created a cup. Now watch the coffee color in here, and all of a sudden it gets out of sync. Bam, it's over here now.
That's a flat Earth measurement.
Yeah, but could that be a digital glitch?
A digital glitch makes the brown jump out of the makes the brown jump out. Right?
Yeah,
wait, here, hold on. You can make excuses all you want. Here is
excuses all you want. This is my evidence.
Glitches, man. Glitch.
And this guy, look, he's upside down.
Glitch, guy, I got it. Glitches, got it.
Yeah, P.
R. C.
These guys are in different studios. He holds the mic in the wrong place, and it goes inside of his neck. Now, look, the microphone is in his neck. Now, you could say, well, cosmic ray.
I think Dave, now, besides everything else that we might say about Dave, these are the type of things that convinced Dave that NASA were full of crap, right? But that doesn't mean that that's going to convince, because it's subjective, it doesn't mean it's going to convince someone else. Like that guy there said, well, things often glitch, especially in the digital age, right? Which is a fair point. But Dave keeps on pushing it because he thinks, no, if I show him more of the things that allowed me to know that NASA were full of crap, he's going to know that NASA are full of crap. No, because it's subjective, Dave, that's not going to happen. Now, if he had stuck with the objective evidence, the thing he is, by his own claim, fully understands, I should say, which is thermodynamics and that, then there wouldn't be a problem. But here you are trying to convince him that somehow this proves that it's not a globe. It doesn't. It doesn't prove it's not a globe. That what Dave has shown, any of this kind of stuff about NASA that type of NASA stuff, doesn't prove it's not a globe. It proves or disproves that the ISS is up in some place doing something. That's all it does.
Rays and digital artifacts. You can make all the excuses you want.
Yeah.
But right, and then again, it's in his neck. This guy, watch under his right arm.
Do you think anything's going to change from his response, Dave? What an ass clown you are, Big Globe Dave.
He moves a little fast and he reveals the green screen. And watch, ready? When he brings his arm down, you can see the green screen right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, you catch them once.
Okay, why would they be faking? Whoa, did that guy?
Because there's no vacuum of space. Back to the second law, Big Globe Dave. Yeah.
Just go buy on a harness?
Meet Tammy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
They forgot the layer that was supposed to hide the harness. And then
Jeez, I saw that. That jumped right out.
Can I ask one question before we get to the lie, Dave? Just specifically to you as well, and Angel as well, if you could address this one. This one's less from Matt, but it does lead to where we need to go here, which is why the lie. But before that, given that they do, let's say, according to this model, they are faking everything.
According to this model, they're faking everything. What was that? According to what model they're faking what? Huh? Are you a glue sniffer, dude? That made no friggin' sense. Of course, you don't know what models are, but anyway. All right.
Well, he's...
Now you talk after I say good, and then I start.
I go off mute. I go off mute this week, and you say go ahead.
Can you go on mute?
Go off mute.
practice that?
Sure, it doesn't matter. I'll go back on mute.
Thanks.
NASA is in on it. I would assume many elites, governments. I mean, it's a massive, massive cover-up if it is to be like this.
It's a massive, massive cover-up if it's to be like this. What?
Okay. What is it that it's covering up? What is it that NASA's videos cover up? Technically, what do they cover up? That they're not in the ISS. That's all it is. That doesn't change whether the ISS could be there based off of just that alone, or if it's flying in an orbit around the globe Earth. That doesn't change any of that. This is NASA's biggest red herring, and they keep on latching onto it.
Subjugated my point again. This glue sniffer statement was non sequitur. It made no sense. That's my point. I understand where you're going. You're thinking he has a coherent question. So you're divining it and doing a little dimensional analysis and coming out with something coherent and then answering it.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I don't need the yes. I already know that. That's what you're doing. Now, the question is, did we have his mind evaluated by a psychiatrist or yours?
Well, yeah, I don't know, but
I know. I do know. Both can be true.
How are we going to account for guys in harnesses and horrible green screens and all of these things as negligence, incompetence, or
negligence and incompetence with guys in green screens? What?
What is how? I mean, if I'm elaborate.
What about chickens free roaming the woods?
What is how? I'm trying to elaborate.
You know, going to get this huge elaborate lie going. I mean, surely they can pay.
I thought you were.
I wanted to give you look. I was.
And now you're not.
Look. And now I'm not. That's how the mute button works. Look, let's give this guy a kind of a bit of slack. He doesn't profess to be a scientist or anything. He doesn't profess to be any. He's just a podcaster. And he might never have seen this stuff before. So he's seen it at the same time as this other professor guy has seen it. Right? He doesn't know what way to address it. I can understand that.
Yeah, sure. You're the defender of the ignorant. But this guy's a moron. I mean, he hasn't said a complete sentence this whole time.
For a couple interns to go, oh, we messed up. Yeah, you can't send out that green screen shot. Why leave any mistake in whatsoever?
Go ahead, Angel.
Well, we don't know why we know why they're lying, but the thing is, we catch them.
We don't know why. We know why. We don't know why. We know why. We don't know why. We know why. Good job.
Out, and it's too late, right? They've already done the live feed.
But I don't understand how it could be $84 million a day. You said, right?
Hold on. So I thought Angel had a different opinion. My opinion is
we don't care about your opinion. We don't care about Angel's opinion. We don't care about opinions. This isn't about opinion. This is not a subjective topic. It's an objective one. Your opinion, agree or disagree, have nothing whatsoever to do with the nature of our reality. It's mind-numbingly incoherent category error. You fucking idiot, Big Globe Dave.
I don't know. Either it's stupidity or...
Yeah, that's you. Or what?
It's revelation of the method. They always want to tell us the truth so not to break our free will. They're like, well, we made it kind of obvious.
Sorry, I got the mutes mixed up. At least I'm not echoing.
Right.
Hey, Betty, why don't you come in and tell us we're not echoing?
Obvious. It's, they think that it absolves them karmically, right?
Comically or karmically? Did he say comically or karmically?
I don't know.
So, and then lots of times we caught them. We caught Elon Musk on one of his rocket landings where the two rockets were landing, where they screwed up and they had the same feed from both. They literally changed the live feed that night. They changed it and it never said changed. And YouTube doesn't allow that. It had millions of views.
Therefore, the earth is flat, right? Idiot.
Not allowed to change it. They literally re-edited the live feeds and it never said edited. So look at this ball. This ball.
So right off of that, now we're going back to the ball. This is a big globe, Dave.
Is like a balloon and it's neutrally filled with helium and air and it's neutrally buoyant. Are you watching, Matthew?
Oh yeah, I'm watching.
Okay, so watch up here. Where did that come from?
It beamed in, but that's special effects. They did that on purpose to be cute.
No, they didn't.
Star Trek transporter.
No. So that actual little beam thing it did, it's from a Microsoft product. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. That's the transition thing. And they accidentally left that in. But the fact that it's not here, they're talking to kids.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay, we see that they have the technology to I see what you're saying.
Gear up for your season at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Fall Hunting Classic, our biggest hunting sale of the year.
Harbor Freight Tools are doing hard work for real mechanics, real contractors, and serious tool users.
Yeah. And so she was manipulating this thing. It's called Paxi. And she's manipulating it. Right. And so it's augmented reality technology where.
Look, guys, look, I'll be honest with you. It does all look fake. I get it. It is all fake. It looks bad, like Interstellar and
the movies
look better. And but like what's his name? Like Matt Damon said in The Martian, we're gonna have to science the shit out of this, right? Like it's
Let's science it then. Let's science the shit out of this. What's the first step? Say goodnight.
Look, these special effects, these things look bad. They do look fake. I admit it.
Didn't we just go over this? You're gonna repeat it again?
I saw the Tesla Roadster in space. It looked completely ridiculous, but it is what it is. So there has to be
what
this guy who's supposed to be some sort of expert in thermodynamics, he should be bringing that back up himself. He should be more interested in that and getting back to that than talking about this crap.
Yep, I agree. Yep, you're right.
Be some kind of motive for this.
Pause a second. We've moved into a different. I want to use the term sphere here because they've moved away from objective truth, which they would get with the laws of thermodynamics. And now they're talking about why does NASA leave in those little issues? Because NASA, if you want an actual opinion, right, that would actually mean anything, it's because they know they don't have to care about them, because they know people like him would just wave them away as an anomaly. That's why they don't need to do it, because people are willing to push these type of things away, because NASA studies psychology. They know people have a fear of losing the paradigm, so they will push and hand wave away all these little things all day long, right, and try and explain them away to themselves simply because they don't want to have to address what it would mean. Now, all it would really mean would be that they're lying about the ISS. But the point is that would be a starting point to something. But NASA know they won't do that. NASA know this. So they don't need to fix those things.
Thanks for your opinion.
They do look fake. I admit it. When I saw the Tesla Roadster in space, it looked completely ridiculous, but it is what it is. So there has to be some kind of motive for this.
Appeal to motive fallacy.
Yeah, that's immediate appeal to motive. You know who else did that immediately when I brought it up?
Brian.
Golly.
Yeah, me. I just did it. I remember.
Well, I'm saying when I discussed this topic with another person, that was Andrew Wilson.
Really?
Was that when he muted you, Flatty? Yeah, of course he did.
He wouldn't accept that I was calling out his appeal to motive.
Nicely done.
All right, so
we're gonna finish with that when we get there.
Okay, well, yeah, let's not get there yet. But like, if the Earth is flat, fine. Okay, why are they hiding the Earth is flat? I mean, if
gives a shit, doesn't matter. It's utterly meaningless. Who are you, Inspector Clouseau?
If there's no space, we didn't go to the moon.
Didn't say there's no space. There's no vacuum of space. Yeah, we didn't go to the moon. You can't go to Narnia.
The moon is not the moon. The sun is not the sun. We don't even know what the stars.
No, the moon's the moon and the sun and the sun. The stars are what the stars are. Yeah, but they're all in a fairy tale vacuum of space, and you're a paradigm.
Are. I guess if you're in a planetarium, you look up, it simulates the same thing. So could you really tell the difference between a planetarium and the real world?
No.
I don't know. But there has to be a reason why they're doing what.
Appeal to motive fallacy, each instance.
And again, I use the term they. I don't even know who they are, so I'm just going to be careful here. But this is a very, very, very elaborate global.
Ha!
Idiot.
If what you say is true, and again, I'm being very neutral here as a physicist, but
you're a physicist, huh? Mr. Glitches and plum bombs.
No, he's steep deep in the heliocentric spinning space monkey ball-tard religion.
Said that wrong.
I knew I did, but I was wondering.
I thought you were good, and then it just ended.
I always do some sort of version of it, never the exact one.
It's the heliocentric ball-tard spinning space monkey religion. Write it down. Heliocentric ball-tard spinning.
If what you say is true, there is a tremendous amount of resources pumped into, like, faking the moon landing is, yeah, sure. Could they?
Jesus, can you stop with the sentence fragments? Fuck.
Do it? Yeah, I could probably do it now with some technology, but back then it was probably a little harder. But I guess the question is, like, why the hell are they doing all this?
Appeal to motive fallacy again, 3.
Again.
They, whoever they are doing all this. But we'll get to that. I'm very.
We'll get to that. You just asked 3 times. We'll get to that.
Very interested in these things you're showing me because they actually look a little bit crazy. Not that you're crazy, but they look so bad that.
Do you want to see one more?
Sure, man. Bring it up.
Oh my God! You want to see one more?
Bring it on. I love this stuff. This is what science is all about. You have to.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Thank you for sacrificing your less than 3rd grade science acumen on the 2nd grade retard altar unsolicited. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Anything else?
The question things, right?
Matthew, again, another compliment to you. You are actually.
What the fuck is going on now? You've got to be kidding me.
Using science and admitting.
Well, this is science.
Yes,
This is science. What, the glitches? That's science, huh?
I appreciate it. Go ahead.
You know, people thought Einstein was crazy until he wasn't. People thought Newton was crazy.
No, Einstein was a pretender clown. He never performed a scientific experiment in his life. And by the way, neither did Newton.
Crazy until he wasn't.
You know what E equals MC squared means?
Yeah, energy is matter times the speed of light square. Yeah.
No, it's actually Einstein married his second cousin twice.
Oh God.
All right, I have to admit that was pretty good.
All right, boys.
All right, check this out. Okay, so
Get 1 gig fiber-fueled internet for $40 a month for 12 months plus unlimited mobile free for a year. Visit sparklight.com.
Coffee works hard, but Crest works harder. With just 1 kit of Crest 3D white strips.
this is an actual, real time lapse of the stars from the ISS from Don Pettit. Now, on a globe, if you're on the globe and you're spinning, and therefore it creates the illusion of the stars spinning.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're flying around the Earth at 17,000 miles an hour, and we're looking at the star trails. Now, watch. There's a major problem in this. Okay. When it faces towards the north of the ball, let's say, so
when what faces towards the north of the ball?
these lines here on the Earth are going sideways. But why are they?
So these lines here, what are these lines here? Now that we're in a second law of thermodynamics violation, we might as well play along with Narnia. What are these star trails on here on the ground skis, or are you looking at these skis? Not too clear, are you?
Why are these star trails still doing circles? Do you see that? Why would they be still doing circles if you have to be attached to the Earth and for that to be spinning? Do you see the?
Now I see where you're going. That's a good point.
Problem here?
What are those lines going east to west? Is that that's
the same question I asked. They're just light skis on the surface.
It's a spin of the Earth?
Yeah, so this is the ISS flying in space above the Earth.
No, that's not what you're... Now tell them what these lights are going east to west.
But these star trails are still doing circles. That's impossible.
He still didn't tell him. I don't think Angel knows what these are. Completely avoided his question.
It should be streaks of light. Because the stars aren't spinning in your paradigm. You have to be on the Earth, attached to the Earth, and looking up at the stars for them to spin.
Yes, the stars spin around Polaris, the North Star on the Earth, yes. Well,
because the Earth is allegedly rotating, dude.
Actually, the Earth spins, the stars are fixed.
Exactly. So it should not be doing circles if you're flying sideways relative to the stars and doing a time lapse.
Is this real, though? This looks fake, too.
Yeah. This is claimed to be real.
I don't know why those stars would be turning that way. I haven't given it much thought, so I got to be...
No. They shouldn't be moving at all. The reason being is the ISS and the fairy tale vacuum is supposed to be in the inertial reference frame along with said stars. The reason in your idiot paradigm heliocentric ball tart spinning space monkey religion, shout out to Flatsy, the reason the stars are turning or rotating or moving is because you are standing on the non-inertial spinning reference frame. You're gonna red herring fallacy out of this. Let's pull a J. I'll just let it roll through.
And doing a time lapse.
Is this real, though? This looks fake, too.
Yeah. This is claimed to be real.
I don't know why those stars would be turning that way. I haven't given it much thought, so I got to be careful with what I say because, I need sometimes time to sit down and look at things. But what is this?
We're on to another topic again. What are these, Georgia Guidestones? Yep. Never affirm anything. On to the next topic.
This is the Georgia Guidestones where
you're the one going on to the next topic. You didn't finish the previous one. What in the hell is your malfunction? I'm getting frustrated with it, man. Should I continue?
It's up to you. It's your show.
I'm not going to be putting up with more of this bull. Fucking do it.
It's got a hole in it pointed to Polaris, and my friend Nathan Thompson did a time lapse.
Wait, they got blown up, didn't they?
Yeah. Because they prove flat Earth. So this is what we see from the Earth according to the globe paradigm.
So wait a minute. So the Georgia Guidestones had a little hole in it that point to Polaris, right?
Yes.
Okay, how does that prove flat Earth?
Well, if that Polaris never shifts positions in there, and the stars actually do perfect circles, it proves we're not moving. It proves the stars are moving.
But Polaris does shift position through the ages.
Angel, stop swearing for a second. Stop swearing. So this is the Georgia Guidestones. Here's the hole he's talking about. It's like the thickness of a straw. You look through and Polaris is there. Polaris takes a tiny little circle every year. You can see it take a...
You want me to pause this, Brian?
Yes, please, because this whole thing about Polaris moves, Polaris doesn't move. I haven't seen evidence that Polaris moves for definite. I haven't seen that evidence. As far as this debunking the globe, what the guy said a minute ago said, the professor guy said, but it processes throughout the ages or something. They say. Now that's a heap of nonsense. That like, if you want to be talking about this, that would be what I jump on there and then.
Yep. Support
that rubbish.
Yep.
Because that means you have to go into the past. You can't support stuff from the past. No, especially because, and this is a shout out to Anthony Royden. He made this point years ago, like that the claimed length of time that the humans have been on the Earth, right, is nowhere near the length of time they would need to be on the Earth to have observed this procession. Do you know what I mean? So there's nobody there to witness this thing happening at any point.
Sure.
I jump on that.
I got something else you can jump on.
Take a tiny little circle. Is it every day? Every day it takes a tiny little circle.
Yeah.
Right. So,
is it a trampoline?
Meanwhile's BIC 5.
Yes, your sister's trampoline.
Sure.
Yeah.
K-series bidirectional power supplies with energy recycling.
They tell us that we're so far away from Polaris, 433 light years. Again, we can still see it. Impossible.
It seems weird, yeah.
That our 4.4 billion miles a year of lateral motion chasing the sun over thousands of years doesn't change, right? But because it's so far away, there's no parallax. Again, that's crazy. But the Earth also wobbles, and it wobbles 1 degree every 76 years. Okay, it's got a 26,000-year cycle. 1 degree in the sky is equivalent to 3 full moons side by side. That's 1 degree is 3 full moons. Georgia Guidestones were built in 1981. They were up for over 40 years, right? It would have wobbled over a half a degree. The moon the Polaris would have been far outside of that hole. It would have been far outside of that hole. So we started making videos about it. They started going viral, and then bam. Georgia Guidestones exploded, blew up. Terrorists blew them up. 3 hours later, the bulldozers were there. They took it all away and stole the time capsule, and no investigation.
Get rid of the evidence, eh? Well, okay, but...
Get rid of the evidence? Evidence of what?
The supposed procession or movement of Polaris over a certain amount of time.
Wow, that's... Is that a welcome to flat Earth moment or what?
It is actually, yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah, it's a welcome to flat Earth moment because that cannot happen in the heliocentric paradigm. It has to do basically what Dave's saying.
Okay.
When were the Guidestones built?
1981.
Okay, so 81. What is that? 24, 50, almost 50 years, whatever.
And Polaris.
Is that 50 years? I'm getting old.
It was still right in the center of that hole.
Yeah, but probably in another 200 years, you would be looking through them and you wouldn't see Polaris. Like, don't you think
Wait. So you're just speculating?
I am speculating. Yes, I am.
They have, but they didn't move in 40 years. But in 200, they're going to move.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying Polaris, in theory, should not over time be in the exact
in the globe religion theory.
Religion.
It's a religion because there's no proof.
By the way, the star trails are making perfect clean-cut circles. They don't intersect each other. If you're spiraling through the galaxy, the star should be a spaghetti bowl in the air.
Yeah, the reason this all works is because the distances are so far away, right?
Oh, are they? The distances in Narnia are so far away. So in Narnia, we wanted you to scientifically validate your distances. Okay? Yeah, have fun with that.
So far away, we're traveling 4.5 billion miles a year. They tell us that that 80% of the stars in our galaxy are binary. So they're like this. Some of them are trinary, which is insane, right? We're all moving in all different directions, but all in history, no two stars have ever crossed due to parallax. It never happened. It's never happened, right? This is Coral Castle. You're familiar with Coral Castle, right?
That wouldn't be the way that they cross. Maybe, I don't know.
What did he say? I missed that part.
I wanted to miss it.
Stuck. I got Jedi mind tricked. I'm sorry.
Can we pretend we missed it? Thanks.
Coral Castle is this guy, Edward Lee Scallon, built it himself. He's like 90 pounds, used no heavy equipment. Crazy. But this hole right here has a little X in it. And when you line up, there's a hole in this little triangle across the way. And it shows you where Polaris is. And Polaris actually making a small circle. It goes, whatever quadrant it's in will tell you. And it actually just goes here. This is winter, spring, summer, fall, whatever, you know? And so it makes
winter, spring, summer, fall, whatever.
Pause. This is where did they validate this?
I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it or heard of it.
Yeah, and the whole thing about winter, spring, summer, fall, it's like Polaris, within the claims I've heard, changes its position like within 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I do.
You know what I mean? If you look at the Nautical Almanac and that too.
You know what I mean? 2 times? No. No.
Yeah, okay.
No squared.
It's this little circle here. We're wobbling. This has been up for a long time, and it's still there, right? My prediction is this thing gets knocked down by accident somehow. Okay, but again, these monuments prove that we're not wobbling, right? Because the parallax, a wobble doesn't matter how far something is. A wobble.
So I think I took him up wrong there. Now, he was pointing out that if we were wobbling, that the Polaris would be in any of these 4 quadrants throughout the year. And we're on a globe kind of thing. What he was saying is, no, it stays within this little circle, or makes this little circle in the center. Now, I don't know if that's correct, if it's making this little circle thing either. But what he said there a minute ago, I was wrong to critique him on, because he's correct. Under those conditions, if that was hypothetically true, we're on the globe out, and everything else was, heliocentric, as they say, then yeah, Polaris would have to be changing its position in the quadrants. So I was wrong to critique him on that.
Could you figure out what the cause was?
I wonder if Brian feels he was wrong to critique him on that.
No, maybe. So, could you figure out what the cause was? I could figure 2 causes.
The cause of what?
The cause of Polaris doing its little circle thing that he said there.
I can't, because I don't know what Polaris is.
You don't know? No, it doesn't matter what Polaris is. What is the cause of its movement?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Could you ever figure it out?
I don't know how. I wouldn't know how.
Yeah, you wouldn't know because it's a natural cause and effect relationship. You would have to formulate a hypothesis and then experiment. What would the hypothesis be?
Yeah. Well, my DV would be Polaris moving. My IV, I don't know how. That's me. How do I start the cause? I don't know how would I manipulate? I have no power.
Holy shit! Relax, dude. Yeah. So the problem is trying to figure out what the cause is, because you can't manipulate that cause to figure out whether it is or is not. So you'd either have to.
That's what I meant by no power.
You'd either have to wobble the Earth or stop it wobbling. Both.
Or wobble the sky.
Thanks. Yeah, but weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
We'll take something right out of line.
So your position is like
Amazon Music now includes audiobooks.
Is it me, or are these ads like exponentially increasing per unit time? Thanks for the response.
Books.
Set up auto ship deliveries in the PetSmart app. And for instant gratification, we also have
is the same as when you started, that the Earth is a fixed, non-rotating, flat plane of some type. The Earth, that's what the Earth is. The sun and the moon are not as big and not as far away as they are. And then I believe you said that you also believe that there is a barrier between the atmosphere of the Earth and...
No, we have no idea what the sun and moon are, or their composition, how big they are or are not, or how far away they are or are not, or even if they even have a distance. So that would be more correct. Not as far away as they are. That's still saying they could be far away. I didn't even know that.
Define far.
At our distance.
That's a flat Earth measurement.
The vacuum of space. The vacuum of space exists. All right, fair enough. So how do we explain? Okay, so the moon landings.
There it goes with some more sentence fragments. Yeah, the moon landings are second law of thermodynamics violations. Yes.
For the sake of argument, let's just say they were faked. Fine.
They have to be. You're still breathing.
Let's put that aside.
Yeah, you'd like to put that aside. I'd like to ram it somewhere.
The lander does look a little poorly constructed, but let's put
let's put the lander's construction to the side too. That's really important for a physicist.
Put that aside. What about all these missions to Mars, like Elon?
What about all these missions to a second law of thermodynamics violation? What about that, guys? Yep. Yep. I do know that this could have been solved in like the 5-minute mark back here by exposing his lack of thermodynamic knowledge. That's what I'm figuring.
I have to add a bit more speculation here.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's what I wanted to fucking hear.
Well, look, I understand that you're angry, and I'm not going to help soothe that anger.
I'm just going to go ahead and subjugate your point anyways.
Yeah. No. The angels of light and Dave and them, why are they not arguing with this guy about thermodynamics? We brought it up earlier that the guy, they probably don't know it as well as they'd like to know it, maybe. The guy knows more. But maybe it's just down to, because they don't know it well enough, they actually don't know if it actually proves what, let's just say, what it proves. So they actually don't have faith in it.
Yeah, That's you brought this up before. yeah, you've insinuated this before, that they just know the surface puke, but they don't understand even Formica deep depth into the topic. That's what you are insinuating.
The actual surface puke?
That's not Brian. That's Flatsy.
Yeah, I heard.
They don't have confidence in it because they don't understand it.
Yeah, that's possible. Yes. So they're pretender clown flat earthers. Thanks for pointing that out.
Musk. What about all these rockets he's sending up, all these satellites, and we're going to land on Mars in another year.
We're going to land in Narnia in another year. We're going to check out the floral combinations. My God.
2 or 5, like it's getting close. So
they've been saying that since I was 10.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I remember landing on Mars in 1990. It's come and gone. It's never happened. But okay, but eventually somebody is going to call somebody on this.
Okay.
Really? What is that? Did we bring a physicist in here to tell us future calls on something? Somebody's going to have to put their foot down.
Eventually they're going to break the second law of thermodynamics and go in.
No, they already did that. Now we're back to the second law again. Can we stay here?
To space that doesn't exist.
But there's a
Superchat.
That is preposterous behavior.
He ran out of breath to be in there.
Yeah, he did.
Incredibly Cherry sent, this show is like taking people out into the public square and disrobing them.
Incredibly Cherry, thank you for all this. You always super chat right when we go offline. We can never super chat. Yeah. So thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah. Disrobing them. They're just pretender clowns. We're surrounded by pretender clowns. Just let them speak. And they'll let you know. Listen closely. Sometimes you don't even have to listen closely. You just listen.
Barrier, how do they smack? Like, okay, listen, hang on. Let's backtrack here.
Correct. You're right. They're not going to do it.
All right, wait. Where are these rockets? Okay, where are Elon's rockets going?
Hey, Brian, where's Elon's rockets going? Where are they going?
To a second law of thermodynamics violation?
I don't think so.
But hold on, I want to shout out to Betty with her reference to some other people not able to tell the emperor they have no clothes on in another setting. But we won't go into that. But shout out to Betty.
Shout out retracted.
Yes, shout out retracted.
All right, let me show you.
Bermuda Triangle, like where are they going?
Let me show you.
Where's the golf ball go?
I don't know. Back into the ground.
Matthew, follow this. This is one of Elon's rockets that he's testing. It's going to go to Mars. It's just to give you a scale for size. You can drive.
Is that the Starship?
This is the Starship. You could drive a Mack truck underneath here. Okay,
that's big,
right? Okay. Watch this. Now think about this is tens of tons, okay? Right? So
oh God, more than that.
Yeah. So watch. This little flame is going to come out of here and then look at the thrust. Now watch this thing. And of course, edit. Now I did cut out some sections here.
Yeah.
But look at this. This little flame is pushing this thing up. Where all of that smoke would be obliterated. But look at it. Edit. We got a side view. We still have a side view, so it's not up that high. Now watch the engines here. Now we have a rocket view. Now look how fast it's moving. Look at the smoke. It's not moving very fast. Now we have hold on, just follow me. It's going to go quick. So now the engines have turned off. It's falling. Now we have a side view still. How high is it? Look how slow it's moving. Now watch when they edit the speed of the smoke. Ready? Is this free falling? This is tens of tons free falling.
No, that's
okay. No, but then hold on. This is Elon Musk. Whoa! Look how high it is now.
Is that Elon Musk? He said this is Elon Musk. What? Well, mighty white tooth you have, Elon. Is the whole thing Elon Musk? What?
I said, is it actually?
Yeah, that's what he said. This is Elon Musk.
Let's making a dig at Brian for how many times he used the word actually earlier.
This is not out of order. This is off of their live stream. Now watch. These engines are going to turn on. It's magically going to go upright and, oh, look how high it is all of a sudden. All right? And then it's going to, two of the engines are going to burn out. Ready? It's going to click on. Cameraman's going to get right underneath it. 1, 2, 3 engines. Cameraman gets underneath it. 2 of the engines are going to burn out. Ready? 1, 2. And it's going to land upright with a whole bunch of CGI smoke. Okay?
Baseball is back on NBC Peacock.
Look at that CGI smoke, and it's going to land. Do you believe that is real?
It looks fake. I get it, but
okay, it's fake because it is fake.
One of the things. Wait a minute. Are they using some? Okay, listen, guys. There's.
Oh my God! You both dumbass crackers. This is killing me, man. It's not going to be too much longer. I can tell you that. Yeah. It's starting now. I'm starting to get aggravated. Yeah.
If you need to go off and maybe get something like small to eat or something, flatty will keep everyone entertained.
Yeah, sure.
I will. Okay, yeah, it looks fake. Are they using a new type of fuel? Because I remember when the space shuttles were shot up like that.
Yeah, it's Narnia fuel. They get it from Narnia. It's a special type of fuel.
Smoke show from hell. And
that's
when
right.
The Saturn V went up. Like, I mean, why are those flames? Are they using a different type of jet fuel? Because that thing's.
Didn't you just ask that?
This is exactly where he wants to be, talking about all this minutiae of nonsense and subjective carry on.
Yep.
So there's no need to have to deal with the real issue.
Yeah, well, he doesn't. He's dealing with 2 utter morons.
It's burning pretty clean.
Matthew, can I get in here for a second?
Yeah.
So Newton's third law states.
Oh, goodness gracious. Newton's third law. Huh? States what?
Action reaction.
Object A has to exert a force on object B to create an equal and opposite force. Object A will push off. Okay. We put a drone in a vacuum chamber. We don't suck out the air.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Are you disappointed yet?
Yeah, this is starting to really piss me off.
The cutting edge.
They're the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
Because you know what you know what he's doing. You have something, Flatsy, or are you coughing?
No, I was just making a gesture towards if you need me to end the show. So
yeah, it's coming. I'll let you know.
The drone can fly in the vacuum chamber. We suck out the air, it can't fly anymore, correct?
You said you know what he's doing, and then you, with the flashy, you didn't elaborate.
You know what well, take a wild fucking guess what he's doing.
Rockets in a vacuum?
Yeah. Propelling in a vacuum. Yeah, it's nonsensical. This should have been over at 5 minutes into this video. Way over here. It's all should have been over. But they have their little talking points, it seems, on like sheets of paper. And they're going from one to the next, one to the next, one to the next, never affirming anything. That's why we're here in propelling in a fucking vacuum. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for a drone, because the propellers, they require a yes.
Okay.
It will not fly in a vacuum.
Ionic propulsion, I can show you a video of ionic propulsion, which NASA claims to use, not working in a vacuum. Because there's nothing to push off. If I'm on a skateboard and I push off a wall, I push off a wall on the skateboard. My arms are object A. I'm attached to the skateboard, and the wall is object B, and I'm pushing off it. Now, if I start doing this on the skateboard, I'll push the back of my head. I'm not going to move anywhere, correct?
Can we see you slap I'm going to watch that again. Slap the back of your head a couple times.
Now, if I start doing this on the skateboard, I'll push the back of my head. I'm not going to move anywhere, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the rocket pushing off in a vacuum?
What's it steering with?
The burning of the fuel. Well,
oh boy.
The burning of the what's happening is.
Sorry. After asking him what's the rocket pushing off in a vacuum, after giving him not a very good equivalence, but it'll do. Dave says, just before he got a chance to answer that, Dave says, what's it steering with? It's like you can't even leave him answer just one simple thing before you get on to some other stupid thing.
Yep. Good catch.
Is the burning of the fuel, let's just say the explosion from the fuel, it's going in every direction. But in the direction downwards, there's nothing there. So the thrust doesn't actually push down. The thrust actually pushes up. So in the combustion...
What in the fuck is he talking about? Is he talking about the previous rocket or actually Angel's dumbass point?
Yeah, he's not on us. Yeah, they didn't differentiate between that takeoff of the rocket as opposed to a rocket being out in Narnia. In Narnia.
Yeah, they didn't transition between, or he got lost. He's still back there down and stuff.
Chamber, the explosion goes in every direction, but the only direction that has something to push back on it is above it. So what happens is the thrust pushes up and then the rocket pushes back. So that would be how. Okay. Yeah, that's basic third.
It's pushing. It's pushing off itself.
Correct, yeah. But this is like if you were on a skateboard, like if you were sitting, or even in one of those chairs like I'm sitting on now, that have...
This is really fucking stupid. Yeah, no, it's not sorry. Yeah. I want to hit something.
Don't hit the cat.
You should get a global punch bag. You should get a punch bag up. Give it to him.
Yeah. But if we go into the nonsense here, well, I suppose some of it is fun. If a rocket is taken off from a solid surface, it will lift off of that. But if there's no medium, no air, then it's only a matter of time before it doesn't have that solid surface to keep pushing off of, because it's moved away too far for the amount of push it would need. Do you know what I mean? To keep going up. That's, if I had to deal with him in this situation, I would go to that. I'd start at the takeoff of a rocket from a solid surface that was in a vacuum. That's the hypothetical I would go to.
Wheels, and you held the bowling ball, and you threw...
You
weren't even going to address that nonsense.
Yeah, just push hit play. Just hit play and keep it.
The bowling ball would go in one direction, you would go in the other, because you're pushing off the inertia of the ball.
Let me get here. Exactly. So the mass of the ball is now object B. In a vacuum, there's still no object B.
No. That would work in what I just illustrated there with the ball, the bowling ball, and the wheel, the chair with wheels would work in a vacuum or out.
Yes. I agree. I agree. So in a vacuum, these rockets would literally have to expel almost all of their fuel just to move a little bit.
The vacuum situation is interesting because the vacuum would.
I need to finish this. Mutiny.
Would pull the thrust out, kind of like a vacuum cleaner, and one.
What?
I think he's talking about the expansion into a vacuum.
And it may be easier to pull it out than it is for the combustion to press up on the on the rocket
You have two
engine.
problems. The one, you can't have combustion in a vacuum.
Well,
Oh my God.
Pause.
They bring their own oxygen.
Please. Okay, please.
He's just the professor guy has just inferred a situation that would pull the rocket backwards, if anything.
Oxygen.
In a vacuum chamber, we have rockets that don't move. They literally.
Wait a minute. Well, who's tested that? Be careful with that. Like, honestly, like.
We have videos.
I can show you.
Okay, but be careful. How big was this vacuum chamber? Because if it's a small vacuum chamber like this, there is a possibility.
That's a problem for us. A small vacuum chamber lets that expulsion actually build a little pressure and will move. It still doesn't move.
Yes, but
the bigger the vacuum, the better.
If you were using a massive one,
that's better for us. It's easier to prove our point.
Pause. That's not correct. Because Dave is saying it doesn't move. No. That has been shown by NASA, and it's been shown on the small scale by flat earthers, that when enough, let's just say, gases come out of the back of the rocket, it creates a medium within the vacuum. But until that happens, the rocket doesn't move. So the rocket only starts moving after that medium has been created. So while the vacuum is there between the base of the rocket or the bottom of the rocket and the walls of the vacuum container, there is no movement in the rocket, proving that it requires gas or a medium to push off of.
Yeah, it needs a medium to push off, because that's exactly what was said in the comment of that video that you watched, that I watched as well, Brian.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you run an experiment?
It wouldn't be an experiment. It'd be a demonstration, by the way. Again, sacrificing your third grade science acumen on the second grade retard altar.
Cities have those large vacuum chambers.
We've done it.
Really?
It's already been done. It doesn't work. It violates Newton's third law.
Can I show you? You meant
I would love to.
Just going off the next.
Did he say it violates Newton's third law?
Yes. I think that's what he said. I don't know. I'm not really paying attention anymore. Not being a good host. Do you blame me?
No.
Do you blame me?
I don't blame you.
To see that video, if you're telling me that Newton's third law does not apply to a rocket engine in a vacuum, then you're going to set the world on fire. But it's got to be a controlled experiment, because if
you're a fucking idiot.
If you mess around and you do something wrong.
All right, Matthew, you mentioned the space shuttle. Did you want to show something, Angel, before I do this?
No, you go ahead. I'll get it up there.
So here's the space shuttle. The space shuttle. We love the space shuttle, and it left those giant plumes. Now look at this fence right here. Think about a hurricane. A hurricane will pull trees out of the ground at 200 mile an hour winds. 300 mile an hour, 350 mile an hour tornado will pull foundations out of the ground.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, so the thrust coming out of this thing is 17,500 miles an hour minimum. It's actually faster than that, and it's superheated.
So that's the velocity. The
velocity of the thrust. This fence doesn't move. Now watch right here. It's going to go up, and then it's going to come back down. 4 million pounds up, and then back down. Right? It did a little bobble. Right? Where this thrust should send these clouds for miles, right? But this thing is just going up. Now,
I thought we were on the fence, but now we're clouds for miles. The fuck, man?
This is
it goes up in space. Now, I don't have the sound on this, and you can just look space shuttle launch. You'll get this. When the solid rocket boosters.
Why?
Because says who was saying something.
What?
Yeah. Well, this is the problem overall with Dave's approach, and I realize there's probably not going to be a podcast or a radio show without his method. But why attack a rhetoric this way? Why not say what is the evidence that there is a vacuum?
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
We do that?
I can hear that screen door, by the way. And
the rooster.
The rooster.
And the rooster.
And QE, when you said to me why, I shouldn't have to explain that to you. I mean, I shouldn't have to defend my position there as to why I'm asking you to pause it. I'm asking you to pause it because we're reviewing the video. It's a bit unfair.
No, we're actually not anymore. I'm just on autopilot.
Deploy, they're 35 miles downstream, and you hear it at the exact same time that you see it. You hear it. Arr.
LinkedIn can't make your boss less cringy, but we can help you find a new job.
I'm fucking done with this. I'm done
This
with
back to school, I've partnered up with Kohl's to see if these kids.
At the exact.
All right, is there everyone ready? Watch this. Good fucking bye. I'm done with your dumb ass. You're a cancer to flat Earth. Aren't you embarrassed? Damn. That was painful. I never want to see that again. Ever. I'm done with them fucking pretender clowns. All of them.
You need to have a sense of humor at those points.
No, I don't.
Because you go from being in good humor to obviously being completely sullen. I wouldn't leave. I would not allow, never mind that. I would not allow David Weiss to make me sullen. That just wouldn't happen.
Okay, and our nation's proud of you, Flatsy.
Thanks for coming out today, guys. We sorry for the technical difficulties, but we will see you next time.
Yeah, thanks.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Burst a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Jaron said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight. With this line, Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. Go home.